For real though, we're like 20 people are gonna miss this if I
I don't
start
give a
now.
shit.
If your VOD's going, your VOD's going. I can start. That's the rule.
Oh my god, that's so crazy. Okay.
You want to wait till you have 150 viewers, or
I don't ever
could we
get
start?
150
I want to go to sleep
viewers.
sometime today.
Oh, guys,
Guys.
I'm actually down to do nothing until she gets 150 viewers. Let's
You
just
know
sit
what?
here.
Yeah, let's just sit here and wait.
So who wants to finish a Warhammer
Okay.
3 Total War campaign while
Okay.
we wait?
Yeah.
I will begin now.
All right.
So we were tasked with the mission of finding and defeating some lizard people who were harassing very evilly a trade caravan that was coming by boat on a river towards our city, which is very important for the economic growth of our nation. Very important. So on our way there, we spotted some lizard people and a giant lizard on a bridge, and we hatched a very well-crafted plan to slowly approach, bait them out, and then slay them all before they could kill us. And while doing so, Blylethal, the most valuable party member, accidentally fell out of the trees, scaring them all, which sent them into a furious rage, which forced us to kill them all before they murdered Blylethal. And they did try. They got her low. And then after that, we tied up one lizard person to a tree because Blylethal thought it was unfair to kill them. And then we ventured forth to find the camp to see if there are any bad guys there. And once we approached, we found two bad guys in front of a wall. After quickly dispatching them in non-lethal ways, because that's what our party does, we opened the gate door and entered. And while some people were in there, not me, some war criming happened, murdering many lizard youth with a gigantic AoE. Very effective spell casting, but maybe not the most ethical. And then we defeated the lizard shaman who summoned a gigantic dinosaur. And Blylethal did fucking nothing. Passing her turn 3 to 4 times, not contributing to combat in any way.
Can
All right,
I
is
have
that a good enough
inspiration for
recap?
that? Thanks.
That's probably the best recap I'd ever had.
Wow.
I do this for a living. Thank you.
Wait, you did forget to add
actually.
you did forget to add the part where you guys killed the mothers at the end that were unarmed and defenseless.
Was that Blylethal that did that? I can't remember.
Must have been.
No.
I wrote it down in my notes, so it's
yeah,
true.
I also had that written down in my notes.
So I'm writing down the recap. When you said Blylethal, the most valuable member of the party, was that in quotes or?
Definitely in quotes. Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Good
Just
read
making
there.
sure.
I don't know, guys.
Got
I
the-
think I did do the most DPS in that first fight.
You did the most tier DPS.
Yeah, well, I had the highest KD ratio today, so
That's definitely true. We're all
Technically, you all have the same KD ratio because divided by 0.
That's true.
Well.
Okay.
You may take inspiration for that because that was really good.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Okay, just want to make sure
Very
that you weren't
good
giving her
recap.
inspiration for fucking nothing.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I stayed true to my character.
Oh.
I stayed true to my character. Enigma could have died.
So what is the additional role gonna do for you? You're not buffing an attack or anything, man. Like,
She's going to try to convince us with inspiration that we shouldn't kill innocents. Anyways, can we? Where are we starting? Like from where we
Kill
left off?
innocents. You are still in the camp because you wanted to decide as a group if you want to spend some time burying these air quotes people, and yeah, you haven't done that yet. So.
I think the last thing that happened was I yelled at Tricky, and then I stormed out of the thing, and I went outside to go sit next to these two corpses outside.
and then I am also rather angry, so I started I disgruntled went over and began preparing to bury the bodies.
I want to roll for music.
There is music playing for me.
It's actually
I heard
it's
it
gone.
before,
it's
but
gone
it's gone now.
That shit never works for me. I'm listening to Spotify.
Damn.
No
I'm
wonder
actually
she's such a pacifist.
thinking about music a lot. That's nice.
He's been playing metal this whole time. That's why we're all ready to kill.
It makes so much sense. I'm listening to ambient tavern music.
I mean, the song I'm listening to just keeps saying "kill the children" on loop. So.
In Lizard as well.
Yes.
You do you.
Okay, I'm gonna look at how many bodies do I see as a whole? Yeah, there's
2,
bodies everywhere.
6, 9, 11, 13. 13 you can see.
Hi,
What's the state
guys.
of the children's bodies that became concussed before? Are they exploded? Like what happened to them?
No, they have like bleeding ears.
Bleeding ears?
If you give me a
Maybe we
medicine
should.
check, you can see if they had brain damage or not. If that's something
Nah,
you're into.
nah, I'm good. Did anyone bring a shovel? Or maybe it'd be easier just to throw this inside a hut and set it on fire.
I would not like to burn the bodies. I would like to bury them.
Start working.
Okay, yeah.
Does
Wouldn't it be
anyone have
easier if we
a
just threw them into the
shovel?
lake?
I don't have a shovel.
I
Dig a
do
fish.
not have a shovel.
Oh, that's gonna take forever then.
So I was scooping the dirt with your hands.
Thea, can I roll to see if there is a conveniently placed shovel somewhere in this camp? Because you can't really establish a camp. You can't really establish a camp without a shovel.
Do you see anything on the map that requires a shovel?
You know, that's a good shout.
Well, you have to always be prepared for when your children are slaughtered, right? That's what you need
Yes.
the shovel for.
Maybe
An
in their
emergency
cultures
burial.
more about aquatic funerals, where they
Uh,
just eat their dead.
These
Hell
subhuman
yeah.
creatures probably just dig with their hands.
Yeah.
Probably do.
So Tricky, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna be a subhuman creature and dig with your hands, or?
I think I will be.
Okay.
If I had to like make a rough estimate of how long it would take to dig 4 graves with my hand.
Dude, that's gotta be
Probably
hours.
like forever
Probably
because
like 8 to 10 hours.
Hey, that's fine.
that is so
I'm gonna give him
not how long
30
that would
minutes
take.
before I talk to him.
You couldn't even dig that far in the ground with your hands. Like your fingers would just start hurting. Like
Bleeding,
Big
yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
You'd have to use a stick or a weapon or something.
I don't think a stick is gonna
Let's
do it.
see. What can I utilize within my inventory?
Use your all's warhammers. That's gonna go great.
Yeah, just roll attacks on the ground until there's a hole big enough.
Just beat the
Until
shit
the
out of
earth
it.
dies.
Are we turning D&D into Minecraft now?
I'm
Didn't
kinda
Lady
down.
Morwen say she was gonna send people to the camp afterwards?
Yeah, she did.
I'm sure they'll bring shovels.
Nice.
It's not. Question is she gonna send them before she knows you've cleared the camp?
Look, did the lizard people send burial crews to the boats that they murdered?
True.
I don't think we have time to dig. We need to leave just in case there's returning lizard folk.
That's valid. How much did these children weigh?
My god, I don't know. As much as a human child for. How much do you weigh?
I am 168 pounds.
Okay, whatever that is in rear units, half of that.
Half of that, okay. 90 each. This seems unfeasible. Okay, so you said in the hut or in like one of the huts there was a bunch of children's like toys and drawings, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the 4 children and I'm going to place them in the hut with the drawings and stuff and sort of like put or like lay them down and then like put like the drawings such like their toys like with them.
Alright, you may do that.
So while Tricky is going through all this process, I'm just going to look at the party and ask, so what do we do with the tied one? Is this a tied up one at the entrance? Still alive?
Oh yeah, you tied one up at the gate.
Did we?
I mean, we could take him back as a hostage, perhaps, but I don't know what's more cruel, leaving him here. That's how you
In
make
the
a
house
supervillain,
with your
guys.
children.
I forgot I knocked
I'm
them
kind of
off.
down to make
Wait,
a supervillain. That sounds cool for story development.
didn't I knock them both out?
If we could talk to him, we could make sure that she's going back to his people. But I don't think that's gonna be the case, because this woman can only understand them, not talk to them. So what do we do?
I'm not opposed to bringing him back to the village.
I'm not present. I'll be
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah,
There's
let's.
one tied up lizard there if you want to do anything.
I feel like the most ethical thing we could do is put all of the lizard bodies in one of these huts and burn it legitimately. We don't have the tools to dig.
True.
So
Yeah.
although I mean the bodies are gonna be scavenged otherwise, which is kind of fucked up. So why don't, I'll just make the call that we should start moving the bodies into one hut.
Yeah, you can do that easily. It's
Okay.
gonna take like 30 minutes or whatever. Just set
Can you-
everything up.
Can
and
you
burn
can you
it.
drag every single one of these tokens into one of the huts? No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, I can.
And then we'll exit once we do that, and then we need to tie up the two people outside. And we didn't bring horses, did we? I can't remember.
Did not. Horses are very expensive.
So we have to wait for these guys to wake up then, because we're not gonna fucking carry them.
You can wake them up fine. You could just heal them for 1 HP.
Okay, I will spit on them.
Roll to spit. Second time
You have
today.
woken up. Are they both tied up? Yeah, they are. You wake up El Lizardos. I mean, I can also roll for how long it takes. It would take
Blylothal, can you still hear what they're saying?
Hey, what? Who's? Oh, these guys? I don't
Yep.
know.
10 minutes of the duration, I think, so probably not.
Oh, absolutely not. Then yeah.
Now, what are you gonna do with the big lizard body, like the pet thing?
Believe it.
So,
Wah.
stacked
The dog.
everything in
The dog will stay where it was.
Woof woof. Okay. There's two tied up lizards that have woken up and are struggling against their restraints, hissing at you in a language you do not understand.
Sorry.
Don't let them see the village.
I don't know what they're saying anymore.
I assume we set the fire on one of the huts.
Yes.
Okay. Well, they're gonna be able to see the smoke, but did we need to disarm them as well, of course. Are they disarmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my duration's 1 hour, not 10 minutes for
Oh,
comprehend
then
language.
yes, you can. So
I can understand them.
What are they saying?
I don't know.
let us go, you filthy pink skins.
Whoa.
Whoa.
He said no slurs.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm
Now
not even pink.
everything's justified now. All right, let's go back.
Yeah.
I'll relay what they're saying, but I sound really sad the entire time.
Okay, thank you, Blylothal. Let's lead them by rope and walk them in front of us. That way we don't have to worry about anything. But like tie their
Where
hands
are
together,
we
put a rope
going?
behind them, etc.
Do you want
Okay.
to go back to the other guy you tied up, or what's the plan here?
Is it on the way?
If you want to go back the way you came, yes.
It's near the river, correct?
I would like to go back to that guy. We have
So
unfinished
if
business.
we go back to this map, you are like, yeah, where Agnes is, and the guy is like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Because we're going back to Gleamview, right?
Yes, that is at least
Yeah.
the idea.
That's all definitely on the way. Let's march back.
You march onwards, and it's already pretty late because you spend a lot of time like jerking around and fire. and
Digging with
stuff.
our hands.
Yeah, exactly. Doing very smooth brain stuff. You push these lizards in front of you. Eventually, they stop resisting and just go ahead because they know like, what the fuck are we gonna do anyway? After like 20 more minutes, your comprehend languages runs out, so you are no longer able to understand them.
Good.
And the more you travel, you realize the more the wind picks up, and it starts to rain a little. And you make it back to the place you tied up the other lizard. Just before you hear the cracking of thunder and see lightning flash in the sky.
Oh man, the weather's really bad. Gosh, should we travel more?
How close are we to to dawn?
It's not nightfall yet, but it's pretty close.
Okay.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time we slept near dead bodies, so
True.
we could camp here again. If that's cool with you guys.
Sure.
Wait, Thea, you said he's still tied up?
You're not quite there yet, because if you remember,
okay,
from
okay.
here you went a little bit north to tie him up for whatever reason.
Gotcha.
So you're like 10 minutes out, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to go see if he's still tied up.
Alright. Tricky leaves to check if he's still tied up. Do you guys want to do anything?
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna set up the thing.
I would set up camp.
I make tent.
Where are you going?
I'm going to see if he's still tied up. Did you forget that we had left someone here?
Are you gonna go by yourself?
I mean, you're free to join me if you'd like, but yeah, I was just gonna go pay him a visit.
Well, what if some of his people also pay him a visit?
I mean, perhaps, but I'm sure it shouldn't be a problem. The most important thing is to make sure that he didn't scurry off and warn some other camp that might be around.
I'm just saying that traveling through the woods in the night is not quite the smartest choice.
Can you send your clone with him?
No, that far.
Fine, it's only a few minute walk. I'll be okay.
I turn back to the party and say, I'll go with him.
You can if you want, but try to be quick because we still have these two guys to guard.
Do you want me to bring him back here then, and so we can round them all up together?
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
But be quick, guys.
Yep.
In case these two start something.
That's tied.
Their evil lizard ways.
They're not evil.
So you guys set up camps. I made some tents for you. Look at that.
Aw, thanks.
Wow.
And so Nalia and Skyward, Slyward are going.
Thank you. Thank you.
So check your Discord.
Okay.
And if you want to talk about it there, we can do that as a scene. Otherwise, you can just go back if you want.
No, I kind of want to talk about it. All right. So
Okay.
what do we notice when
the
we
two
woke
of
up?
you, Tricky, you remember where this guy was tied up pretty well because you visited him in the night as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not that anybody knows that. But you see that this lizard is still tied up to the tree, but he is very much dead. His throat is slit. And you're not a medicine man, so you can't really say how long he has been dead, but he is very dead.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, looks like somebody got to him first.
Well, one less lizard to watch out for, so.
Perhaps, but what if he knew something? What if there was some like information he had, and that's why they killed him?
I don't think he would know anything that is that important. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in a advanced post.
I mean, possibly the location of another camp of lizards around here.
Well, if the ones we have tied up or currently in our camp don't know that, that would be a really weird society structure, but maybe. It's in the past now, he's already dead.
I mean, it was our job to get rid of this lizard camp. We're not actually like genociding every lizard.
You're not there.
Who said that?
I'm a ghost.
I contemplate on the ambient voice, wondering if it was my god.
Somehow Palpatine is back? Wow. Okay, I guess.
Maybe we could bring his body back and ask the other lizards if they recognize him.
But, I mean, if you want to carry him, I don't think we're gonna get useful information out of this.
I'm sure it can't hurt, and I'll begin to like grab him and to start like dragging his body back to the camp.
How strong is this guy? Is he struggling to drag this corpse?
Let me see. He is struggling, yes.
Then I guess
Jamie?
I will carry the corpse myself.
Nice.
Nice.
Not
As
the
you-
job I
As
signed
you
up
go
for.
back,
but-
the bad weather turns into an actual storm.
What?
You get struck by lightning.
And you make it back to camp with news.
Okay, guys. Well, it seems as if the friend we tied up had a little bit of an incident, as someone had slit his throat while we were away. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but perhaps we could see if the other lizards recognize him.
The lizards can't understand us, though.
Yes, but we can understand them, no? We can sort of
No.
gauge some sort of reaction.
My spell
Yeah, let's
run
just
out.
keep using our translator. I don't know. I genuinely don't think that's very good for Blylothal.
Your
I don't want to.
sanity will be in check.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
If I had to guess, maybe there was another lone adventurer that saw tied up lizard and thought, this guy looks dangerous, and just killed him.
Perhaps.
I could see that, yeah. Well, why don't you put them with the other bodies?
Yep. So I guess I'll go over with Nalia and we'll put the lizard down yet.
One more lizard.
I think we
One
should.
more.
Bilothal's just gonna ignore the growing pile of dead bodies and go sit in the tent.
I guess we should burn these two when the rain is over.
If we're still here, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we should definitely just hunker down. Regain your strength. We might need to cycle 2 people on watch at a time to guard the lizards while doing watch.
Yeah, definitely.
And everyone should be slightly ready. Could we tie them up underneath the tree?
Yeah, sure. I just put them in the corner of the ruins.
Okay.
But they can be wherever. I just did some
That's fine.
maintenance.
We have 3 tents, right? We have my tent, Nigma's tent,
I need a tent.
Oh,
Tricky's tent.
apologies.
There you go.
I think I'm the only one without a tent.
You sleep outside like a cat.
In a tree,
Yeah.
curled together.
But I don't like the rain. I find a cot to sleep under.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
I
can.
guess I'll join with whoever to do first watch.
So if you want to do 2s, you will not get the benefits of a long rest. Because
I'm
Transcend, so
Oh, yeah,
I'm
Ramos
trying a
does.
long rest.
If Ramos does the 3rd one alone, you'll get the benefits of a long rest.
I can do the 3rd one.
Can Ramos
Alone.
trance the whole night, more or less? And be
Ramos only needs
semi-available?
4 hours. Because he's an
Yeah.
elf.
And I don't
They
really
don't
go to
actually
sleep,
sleep.
right?
Could you hypothetically trance? If you only need 4 hours, that would relieve. We could get at least like 2 people into long rest, I feel like. No?
Well, no, because
Is
it'd be 8 hours, right? So it'd be 2, 2, 2, and then he would have to do it by himself.
You need to cover 8 hours, and you need 6 of them to be asleep to get the benefits of a long rest.
So Ramos could do 2 shifts.
He could.
Mhm.
Yeah, but one of them would need to be solo.
Guys, I'll be real. Bilothal will not be able to sleep, so she can take a solo shift.
Solo shit.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, I don't care. I'm doing it.
Damn.
I mean, you can be awake, but someone's going to need to be with you.
Okay.
Well, I'm still up to take first watch.
Oh,
I'll
so-
take first watch with you as well then.
No, they're tricky.
I don't want to have to sit and like make a diagram about how to work this out, but can we have like
Yes.
2 of our people have long rests? Is that okay?
Yes.
I
I just
only
need
give
to
it.
know the order in case something happens at night. That's literally all I care about.
Who's? I mean, I don't need to be the one of the long resters. I have a little bit in the tank.
Well, you go second then.
Who needs a long rest really badly?
Me. I'm injured and out of spells.
Give him the long rest.
Yeah, so you go. Yeah, whoever goes first and last gets the long rest. So Tricky gets a long rest, then we do Agnes, Nalia, then we do Ramdog, and then we do Ramdog Violet. Easily done. I'm sure this checks out somehow. I don't really care. And,
So I'll click short rest then.
Sorry?
I'll click short rest then.
Yeah. Do you know how short rest works? With the hit dice and
I
stuff?
pressed the button and I didn't see shit.
Yeah, but you can also regain hit points according to your hit dice that you have to roll manually. So.
My HP was full, so it's more.
So
do I get spells from a short rest?
You don't. Bylethal does though.
Wait, I get a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone does. Short rest is like 45 minutes of not doing anything.
Cool. I
So you
clicked it,
just
I hope it did
the
something.
short rest button and then shit should happen.
I heal above my maximum HP.
Ah! Well, you take damage then.
Oh.
Well, technically we're getting 3 long rests, right?
Spell slots?
Sure.
Because
Ramdog is a good boy.
Yeah.
Based on health pilled.
Anyway, the storm gets worse and worse during the night, but you still manage to sleep somehow in the cover of these ruins. And Bylethal and Ramdog, you sit on the fire. It's almost the end of the night. And Ramdog, you're like half trancing, half being awake. And you just stare into the fire. You had some small talk with Bylethal, but she didn't really seem into it.
Damn.
And Bylethal, you've been struggling with what happened during the last fight, and you just stare into the fire, and your vision just becomes like this red and yellow of the fire, and then suddenly it's like as if you're asleep in a dream, and you just see like the lizard outpost again, and you see children and lizards running away, screaming. You understand every word, and it's just horrible yelling of save the children and we're all gonna die, and you see like these shadowy figures vaguely resembling your companions just slaughtering everyone, and everything is like black and white, and this goes on for like what feels like hours to you but probably is minutes in reality, and then suddenly like everything stops, like freezes in place, and all the lizard people just look at you with like these light red eyes, very like shiny and intense, just staring into your soul, and they're saying, "You could have saved us." Like in common, you could have just saved us. Stop them, and they all come closer and they keep repeating, "You could have saved us. You could have saved us." And then you open your eyes and awaken, and you're standing in front of Tricky's tent, and you have your sword in hand. You look to your left, Ramos didn't seem to notice, and you have like one hand on his tent flap, opening it, and you look inside and you see him sleeping. What do you do?
I couldn't save them, but maybe I can avenge them. I walk in with my sword. I hold it over Tricky's body, the tip angled down at his neck. And I hold it there as if I want to plunge it down, but my hands are shaking and I'm kind of crying. I can't seem to bring myself to do it, so I just hold myself there.
And as you like hover over him, you hear like a very loud lightning strike, and around as you open your eyes, and you don't know what happened. For some reason, you like tuned out, and then you look to your right, and the little girl is gone. The Bilothal is gone. Like, huh? What the fuck? And Tricky, you open your eyes. Everyone basically wakes up from this like extremely loud lightning strike, and you just see what Alex described atop of you.
What kind of intent do I like feel right now? Like when I look at Bilothal, like
Give me an insight check.
okay.
Wait.
Here it is.
You're just way too shaken to get any kind of intent from her. You just give me an Arcana check as well.
Not my day, guys.
She's also really hard to see. Like she's almost melding to like the shadows the fire throws onto the side of the tent, the inside of your tent. It's weird. You haven't seen that from her before, but it's like it's almost like she's intangible somewhat. Like it's really hard to spot her. The very first moment you open your eyes, you just saw the blade and not her.
I see. Well, so I basically just see a blade. Can I like make out that it's her, or do I just think someone is holding?
Yeah,
the blade?
you like you blink thrice or four times and then you realize she's there as well. But like again, she's like almost she's very blurry. She's almost like one with the shadows on the wall. But that only lasts for like a moment, and then you can see her, and she's like crying, and she has the blade at your throat, and yeah, you have rolled a nat 1 on your insight check, so emotions, how do they work?
Okay. Good morning. I guess this isn't the kindest of greetings. I guess.
You're fucking evil. I should kill you where you sleep.
I'm gonna go. Do I know where she is? Can I see it from where I am?
You have no idea. She just like for you, she just vanished.
I guess I'll go look for her like in her tent.
Roll an investigation. Why did the storm stop? Fucking dramatic timing right there.
Oh, that's 2 GM, but it was an 18.
You see that there's like you see the shadow of like two people in Tricky's tent, and there should only be one.
I think I will go to try to wake Agnes.
I should be in her tent, so.
Oh, so yeah, then I'm basically already there. So I'll poke Agnes with my stick.
What is it?
I think we've got trouble. I think the young one is not dealing with the stress of this job well, and I think she might hurt someone.
Oh no. So I look at her bed and see that it's empty, and then I get up as fast as possible.
Yeah, the two of you immediately run to Tricky's tent and open the flap and see the scene unfolding.
I'm actually making an executive decision. Can we like have some sort of dialogue before all this happens? I feel like we're in the middle of this. Yes, okay.
So we go like 2-3 minutes back in time.
All right.
And you have your dialogue.
All right. Sorry, what was the last thing you said to me? You called me evil, right?
I said I should kill you where you sleep.
Oh god.
Evil. Good. What measures a person's value? How do you declare me as evil?
Because you didn't have a conscience. You didn't care. Because I told you not to kill. They're just kids, and they didn't do anything. They hadn't grown. They didn't. They were just innocent kids, and you fucking killed them.
Is evil marked by intent or by action?
I don't know. Both. You knew what you were doing. You knew that you attacked them.
Look, I understand you've been through a lot, but I'm telling you right now, it wasn't my intent to kill those children. I had simply saw a large crowd, and I figured that the easiest way to deal with us being severely outnumbered was to try to disperse of the crowd. I didn't know it would kill the children. When I cast my spell,
you knew it would kill the fucking kids.
When I cast my spells, they're chaotic, they're hard to control, and granted, I should have accounted for that, but I promise you that I did not intend to kill them.
You're lying. There's no way you could cast a spell at a literal child and expect it to go well.
It was just meant to push them back. It wasn't meant to actually kill all of them. I promise you that. If you can't believe my words now, then strike this blade into my neck and let it be. But I'm telling you right now, you would be no better than any of us if you did this.
That seems to shake me pretty hard. The idea of not being better, and my grip becomes shakier on the sword. And then
as I notice her grip begin to falter, I'm going to try to disarm the blade and tackle her.
Sure, give me athletics. Yeah, athletics seems reasonable, or acrobatics, whatever's better for you.
So acrobatics.
Here we have. Yeah, she's fully out of it. So you just fucking kick her and take the sword away. And that's when the old man opens the tent and says, "What are you young ones doing?
What are you kids doing in here?"
I don't know. She's trying to kill me.
I'm just crying on the ground. I fall to my knees and I just cry.
I look at Agnes and I sort of, I think you need to deal with this way.
Go be a mom.
Oh, honey. Come here. I know we all have these urges sometimes. I would like to get her outside and bring her back to the tent.
You can do
I'm also going to visually check, are the lizard people still there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What happened?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't get them out of my head. You didn't hear what I heard.
Well, we heard their squeals and their screams, just didn't understand them, but you know, it's hard to go through what we did, especially you. Maybe you're not cut out for this line of work.
I have to be.
Why?
I can't
You do really good in a library. I've met a few people like you before in my life.
No, I have to do. I can't tell you why, but I have to.
Is somebody making you do this?
No, maybe no. It's my choice, really.
You're not doing a very good job.
I just start crying more.
Look, it's
I cry more.
We'll talk more about this when we get back to the city where it's nice and safe. But until then, we need to be a little bit on guard. We have to worry about the lizard people that we're very generously taking back.
At that moment, after our what you just talked to me about, I panic and realize that I don't have my sword. I go, oh, wait, where's my sword? I need my sword.
I think you dropped it next to the guy you tried to kill.
Fuck, I have to go get it.
I'll get it for you. I don't think it's a good idea that you go back in there.
Get it now. I don't want to.
Of course,
can't wait.
I'll get it. I'll put her in the tent and I'll go back immediately to grab it.
Yeah, you can grab the gun.
Well, I was gonna say as they walked out of my tent, my character is also gonna walk off into the woods.
Oh sure.
Just I'm kind of just angry and stormed off that this woman just tried to kill me.
Fair.
Is Nalia sleeping peacefully this whole time?
Oh yeah, she sleeps like a cat.
Well, this whole time I would have liked to just keep watch of the lizards and
Oh yeah, sure.
generally, while these people don't wake up.
Okay, I
Yeah, they
return
sleep
her
like
sword.
a baby, the lizard. They're used to sleeping outside.
It's because they're
So
savages.
I guess I see Tricky running off.
Yeah, you too.
Okay.
Can I do it stealthily?
You
Or
can
can I
roll
attempt?
stealth, yes. No. You see, Tricky. Night clear as day. Even with the advantage of the weather.
Well, not the first time I see him wanting to walk into the woods, so I don't pay much attention to that.
I mean, he could have also just gone to pee, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty weird of you to fucking follow me, bro. But you know, do your thing.
All right, I'm gonna try to get Blythal to fall back asleep. I'll pet her head.
do you want to fall asleep? Or do you want to stay up the rest of the 2 hours?
My character will be staying up for the. Well, maybe she'll cry herself to sleep.
Reasonable?
Yeah, let's do that.
Roll a dice.
Yeah.
Sure, flip a coin.
How do
I would like to know that I did walk off with your blade.
Wait, you walked over my blade?
Alright, then you
Yes.
don't have the blade.
Oh, then I can't sleep until I have my blade. Wait.
Where's the sword? Ramos, did you grab the sword?
No.
So did Tricky take it? What happened?
Did I
Where's
see
Tricky?
That? I don't think I saw that.
Did I see
Well,
Tricky?
Nalia would have seen the sword. For sure.
I yell out, "Where did the sword go?"
I hear that.
What sword?
Like, what? Where's my sword?
Blythal's sword. It's missing.
What?
I shrug. Well, I just saw Tricky walk away with the sword. Maybe he was by himself, so I don't know.
Maybe that's connected.
Alright,
What
I
direction?
instantly run. Wait, where? Yeah, where? Where'd he go?
She instantly runs in
Sorry,
some
I instantly
direction.
just run somewhere.
I guess I point.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the direction. It's pretty easy to follow with all the muddy footsteps.
Okay.
Um.
I'll
Wait,
follow him.
Thea, question by the way. Has my long rest like procced at this point?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go track and follow him.
You follow
I-
him, but
I'll go with.
he started before you, so unless he stops, you're not gonna catch him for a while. But I don't know what he's gonna do, so tell us. What are you gonna do?
Right. So I'm gonna. Let's see where we're at in relation to the camp. So I'm gonna sort of walk off in this direction to the right. And I don't know. Look for like a little clearing or something. I don't know. And when I cast this clearing, I'm kind of just gonna sit down there, and just kind of just like look at the sword, just kind of enamored by the fact that this thing did almost just kill me, right?
Okay.
And for my character, this felt like a moment of mortality that I hadn't really faced to this extent. And so I'm gonna kind of close my eyes and pray, and ask my goddess, or just kind of attempt to speak with my goddess, talking about like the morality of the death of the children, and whether or not I should feel any level of remorse for these actions.
The only answer you get is the rain on your face and the lightning in the distance. Is that a sign? That's for you to interpret.
Hmm.
But in the end, life is all just a big joke, right? So, what really does morality matter in the great scheme of things?
Value. And yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just like waiting in this clearing, just trying to like cool down, doing a little bit of thinking more about how how to deal with this scenario that Ramleth or Bylethal almost killed me.
My character names.
Eventually, your friends, in quotes, catch up with you. And yeah, what do you want to do?
Do I instantly see my sword in his hand?
Yeah, obviously.
My sword! Give that back!
I don't think you can make any demands right now. Just hold up, honey. I'll handle this.
No.
Like Tricky, give her sword back.
Does she start running at me? Or
Yes, I
like what's-
run.
I would like to physically prevent her from doing that if possible. I'm not gonna like tackle her, but like I'm gonna grab her shoulder or something and then say what I said.
I'll be trying to desperately wrench free.
So
You can give me contested athletics to see who's stronger.
Okay.
So both just give me an athletics check and we see.
I
who's
would
worse.
also try to hold her back if she tries to do some crazy shit.
I got a strong hand.
Oh.
Damn it.
She is desperate for that sword. So whatever you try, she just like she elbows you in the nose
That's
and
funny.
fucking she goes for it.
yeah, as she runs towards me, my character's gonna like stand up and kind of point the sword at her, like pointing the sharp end like directly at her.
I stop at the end of it. Give that back! It's not yours!
Oh, you want me to give you this sword back? You know, the one that you never use whenever we actually need it, but you decide the one time you like to race it is at my throat.
I'm gonna stop bothering him like the valid point.
I don't use that sword for evil. For you to kill me would be evil. To kill you, I don't know. I felt like
If
it would have been the
killing-
right thing.
If killing me is just, right? Assuming that I have taken lives, then why is it that you're so averse to what we do when we go into these camps and these lizards harass people and kill them repeatedly? Is that not vengeance? Is what you're trying to do right now not the very same vengeance that we enacted on these lizards?
I was coming. I was. There's a difference. My vengeance on you was born of the murder of innocents. Do you think I want to kill anyone else here who just killed the adults? I understand. I get it. I try and reason with these people because everyone has their own lives and circumstances that we don't know about. But at the end of the day, if they want to attack us, then I get it. What you did was completely unjust.
You know what? Fine. And so then I'll sort of like flip the sword over, grabbing it by the blade, like at the end, and I'll hand it back to her. And I'll say, then do it. And I'll walk up, opening, I guess like kind of walking with my chest open, making sure that when I return the blade, the edge of it is at my neck, and I'll say, enact your vengeance.
I allowed this to happen.
I try and steal my resolve. I try, but all I can think about is the tent and the things that Tricky had previously said, thinking that this makes me like, what does this make me to take this kill? And I can't do it. And after a few moments of holding the blade to his neck, I lower the blade. I say, make me believe that you feel bad, that you regret what you did.
So my character's gonna kind of sit there and think about it, and say, you know, I feel some semblance of remorse for this, in all honesty. And you know what? Now's not the time for this. We can have this conversation at another point, but too much has happened tonight.
I raise the sword again. I say, no! Now!
And so as the sword is raised to me again, I'm going to. How far are we away from the others?
Not far, like 5 steps, 10 steps
I
at
see.
most.
If you would like to have this conversation, I want it without the others.
Like us others or the whole group?
Like you, I want you three not here. I want this to just be a conversation between the two of us.
Can I take the sword
I'm
back
still
to
at
camp?
camp for sure.
I didn't
Can I
understand what you were saying because you were both talking at the same time. Sorry.
Just wanted to say I'm still at camp, watching
Alright.
over our things and the
Yeah.
lizards.
Can I take the sword back to camp while you guys talk?
I will not let go of the sword.
All right. Well, I'll see if you guys are alive in the morning. Good night. I'll walk back to camp.
I'll join Agnes. These guys both seem pretty fucking crazy. And I don't know them long enough to really care which one comes out alive. Problem that solves itself.
Okay, and once they walk off, I assume you still have the blade on my neck.
Yes.
Okay.
It's more like pointed at your chest, I would say.
Yeah. So Thea, it's at this point that I'm going to use my shapeshift to change into the original form that I sent you.
Yeah, let me quickly see if I can make that visible for everyone. Because that didn't work last time for some reason. Give me like a second. I have to re-upload it. There we go.
Jesus.
Yeah, I turned into this freaky looking thing.
What the fuck is that?
I
Oh,
went AFK for 2 seconds. What the fuck just happened?
yeah. What the fuck?
Anyway, I'm not there in character, so whatever.
There's a big bag of evil guy.
What
It's
the
just that
fuck?
big.
What the hell? The hell is that? What the hell are you?
This is me. You know, you sit here and wonder whether or not I feel remorse or whether or not I'm an evil character, person, conscience. But I can assure you that all of my actions are not made with ill intent. That when we're in this camp, in a stressful environment, and I had worried more for our lives than those of others, you may deem that as evil, but what I've learned from my years of adventuring is that it is very important that you put your own life first. And whilst I can mourn the dead later and remorse the casualties I've caused, at the end of the day, what had occurred, occurred. And the one aspect that rules all life is misfortune.
I can't accept that.
Listen, I'm not one for these worldly connections. Okay, there's a lot about me that you don't know. There's aspects of me that you'll never truly understand that are they come to a far greater degree than anything you can comprehend at this moment, especially given your emotive state. But I need you to understand that there was no ill will within my actions, and I do feel for the children that I have killed. Believe me, if I could go back and change it, I wouldn't have wanted to kill them. The first thing I wanted to do was at least give the dead the the honor that they deserved by giving them a proper burial. And I still plan on going back and doing that, but I assure you that I did not want to hurt those children, and that I do feel sorry for what I had done. But at the same time, you also have to understand that there are powers of this world that are out of all of our controls. The idea of misfortune spreads to all of us. That sometimes mistakes occur, and there's not much we can do. There's fates at play that are outside of our hands. There's nothing. There was nothing we could have done about that.
their deaths were entirely in your hands. It's not like you cast a spell that caused a tree to fall and crush them by accident. It was your choice. You take responsibility for that.
And I will have to carry that going forward, and that is something I understand. But there's no changing of the past. What had occurred, occurred. And like I said, I can sit here and grovel and plead and talk about how I wish I could have changed things. But at the end of the day, it's already done. So whether you want to judge me as poor of character is entirely up to you. But if that's the case, then I don't think this party, this whole adventure thing we have going on, is going to work out unless you're able to judge me.
So what? The next time we roll up on a camp with children, you're just gonna kill them again?
And so it's at this point that my character will sort of start to walk, or I'll start to like kind of pace a little bit. It just I'm gonna show you like following me with the sword, or
Mm-hmm.
okay. And so as my character starts to pace, I'll say, look, I can't promise that every single outcome will always be the most positive one. That sometimes there will be the loss of life that was undeserved. But the only thing I can assure you is that I will not have my intentions be that of evil. I can promise you that when we go into these camps, or whatever, the children are never going to be my focus. I don't want to kill them, and even in this scenario, I hadn't even comprehended the actual damage that could have been done to the kids. I simply saw the older lizards, and I felt that they needed to be dispersed. And we're shaped by our experiences and the decisions we make, as well as the mistakes. And that is something that will live with me going forward. Whether or not you choose to believe that is entirely up to you.
Take a moment of just staring at you into your disgusting black eyes.
Yeah.
Your non-human alien ass eyes. And then I sort of lower the sword slightly and say, if this happens again, then next time I will make sure my blade hand is steady. And I will erase you. Then I turn around and just walk back to camp.
And then as you start to walk away, I'll say,
I stab her.
yes, I will go for the ankles. I'll say, just like the children.
That's where this campaign ends. Okay.
So as she walks away, I'll say, wait, and I'll sort of like try to stop you from leaving right away.
What?
Before you go, let me ask, what makes a good person?
Uh, the ability to cherish life.
I see. And when it comes to taking the lives of those who are evil, is it just? Does that make you a better person if you slay those who have slain many? Or does it make you just as bad?
I don't know.
Some food for thought. And I will conclude at that, and I will also walk back to camp.
Nice.
I go back to my tent.
Oh, Ramos, looks like you're alone on watch now.
I'm also gonna change back to my
Wasn't I
previous form.
always, Thea? Wasn't I always?
I don't know. I only tell. I don't judge.
I re-enter my trance.
And you all wake up the next day. Congratulations.
I gain the benefits of a long rest.
That's
Congrats.
true.
Based.
Because you're an elf. Base.
Based.
Oh, did everyone fall asleep? Or
Probably
They're all for
not.
weather.
nice. No, the storm is still going.
Wow.
Damn, this storm be bussin'.
Yeah.
It's getting worse too.
Oh my
Did
god.
some plot armor on that weather.
As you look into the river, you pretty quickly realize that you won't be able to get back over the river where you came from in the first place, because those were just like a shallow part of the river, some rocks you could like, jump over. Like with this current and that weather, there's no shot you're gonna get back home the same way as before.
Well,
Can we continue to walk down the river like until we
Yes.
find a crossing?
You can.
Okay.
How wide is the river, if I may ask?
Pretty wide, not wadeable for you.
Not shadow steppable.
How far is Shadow Stop?
Checks notes. 30 feet.
What the hell do you even get from a long rest? Short rest, sorry.
Probably not. I don't know. I don't know rivers. Let's flip a coin. Nope, not Shadow Stop. Oh,
Damn. It's
Oh.
just slightly too
it's
far.
31 feet.
Oh well.
But you could only Shadow Stop yourself anyway, right?
So yeah, I was just wondering, Thea, what happens if I tie a rope to like a tree, and then I hold on to the other end of the rope and I shadow step over? Is there no way the other end of the rope goes with me?
I don't think so.
It's a classic D&D question. What if I ingest one half of the rope?
Kill me.
Now we're thinking with portals, gamers.
Where the fuck is your teleport?
So why don't we just set up camp and just wait for this storm to pass?
Okay.
That's gonna be an awkward few hours.
I mean, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Keep walking along the river? It's not like the river is going to get any thinner, right?
Oh, you
Unless
might
we
find a bridge.
I find a bridge. That's true. I don't suppose there's any way for us to know if we've heard of a bridge around these parts. Probably not, right?
You've looked at a map, and there's like this settlement at the river. There might be a bridge. Shrugs.
Jeez, what an umvig.
I imagine if the storm gets too bad, our tents aren't gonna hold up that well. So
There aren't like any ferries or small boat crossings. Like there has to be one across from Gleamview, isn't there?
Well,
Like
So while
somewhere
this
here.
is happening, my character is still asleep in the tent. Just letting it be known.
Yeah, the crossing at Gleamview was, as I said, is like natural occurring stones in a river where the river is usually shallow. But with that kind of storm, there's no way you can make it over there without like getting fucking tossed into the river and dying.
I mean, we could get close. You could shadow step across, get some boat or someone to help from Gleamview.
You could also do that. That is true.
yeah.
Oh, we could also just walk to Divinstead and pray for the best.
What's
Or-
the distance between Divinstead Gleamview crossing area?
Few hours probably.
Seems like a lot of extra work to me.
We could set up camp in the forest when there's more cover.
I'd agree with that.
I don't think going me teleporting to Gleamview is gonna do that much, right? I mean, who are they gonna send? I'd have to pay for someone's services to do what, like get a raft or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Okay, let's go to Divinstead then.
Fine with me.
Is anyone gonna wake up Tricky, or just gonna let him drown here?
Well, I'm not.
Yeah, with my sword. Stab.
Yeah,
We're
with your
drowning,
sword, guys.
everybody's
Come on,
sleeping.
fucking double down.
I will go to Tricky's tent and poke him with my stick.
You've been poked.
Oi,
Poke.
we're going to Div instead. River's fucked.
Is she coming with us? And I'll say she in a very italics sense, so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Agnes is coming, as always. Thank God.
It's her.
No, the other one.
What is your? Can you guys solve your personal issues maybe today, or is there going to be more drama? I think we left grade school many years ago, or at least
Personal
you people
issues.
probably did.
She held a blade to my neck. What personal issues is there? She's tried to kill me. The only time she's ever tried to kill anyone was me, and I'm supposed to feel safe walking to a camp with her?
I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not in charge of your supervision, buddy. What did you do to wrong her?
She's just upset about what happened in the camp.
Okay. And why you specifically, as opposed to all of us?
Because the spell that I had cast had killed the children that were around the fire. And she's out here throwing a fit about how I am evil because the children had died. And I understand that, but at the same time, she tried to kill me. and I think I would yell loud enough. Maybe I'm not sure if you guys could hear it over
That's
the
a
storm. I would
story.
yell pretty loud that the words "she tried to kill me."
You hear like angry noises from the tent.
Yeah, angry noises from the
I
tent.
probably would take it more seriously, but since I've only ever seen Bylethal like cry and whinge during combat, I'm actually like mystified as to why this guy is even afraid of her. Just a little girl. Come on.
I mean, sure, but there's a double-edged sword here. Either she's completely useless, or she's gonna try to kill me. Which I don't know if it's even worth keeping her around, given that those are the two outcomes we get.
I don't know. I feel like I haven't been around it long enough to judge this situation. But I guess it's your decision if you want to stay here. I can't make you come with me or us.
And I'll like think for a moment, and I'll say, fine. But I swear to God, if she tries anything, I'm not gonna hold back next time.
If she attacks you, then self-defense.
And I'll get up,
Where's
and I'll
Nalia?
begin to walk out of the tent.
Is Nalia up in front with Agnes, or where's Nalia?
That's a good question. Where's
I would
Nalia?
probably be an early bird and make sure that the lizards are still tied up.
They are.
Okay. Are they still alive? Have they
I-
drowned?
No,
Why are
they're
we
aquatic.
taking 2 lizards with us anyway?
For friendship. Taking one would be really mean.
I guess better keep a spare.
Yeah, in case someone breaks an arm, you have spare parts.
I guess I would use one of my rations to give him some food since we're still carrying them to town. Question
Nice.
mark. I just put it like at arm's reach, but they can't reach it because they died on accident.
Yeah, everyone marked down a ration as well. That's true. Good call.
No, why do I have to deduct a ration?
No,
My
the rations.
ration. Nom nom nom.
Nom, 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 nom.
Lumi is well fed.
Nice. He gets a little status. Happy.
Yay!
And you all make your way to Divenstead unless there's more dialogue to be had, which I'm perfectly fine with. I just need to know.
I don't know. Is Rand looking at her, or Bylethal looking at her, would randomly fucking kill me?
I don't know. You tell me.
Bylethal is
kill.
stroking her emotional support rat in her pocket.
Not her emotional support sword.
She got that on the other hand.
I did not long rest, right?
I don't think so. I think you and Agnes didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's right. But what between when we fell asleep, did we walk all the way to Div instead? Like,
Pardon?
did we make it from our first camp night to Divenstead? It hasn't been a second night, correct?
Yes, if you don't have any more dialogue, you'll be there at nightfall. At least that's what I've planned.
Nobody talk. We must get there.
Okay. I was gonna keep to myself.
It's a very awkward travel. It's also kind of rough with all the mud everywhere, but you have purpose because you have lizards with you and you want to get out of this awkward fucking conversation with the
I hate water. Why does it have to rain so much?
You see now they are every now and then sneeze and look at the sky with a scowling expression. And then you
We're-
realize, yeah, cats really don't like water.
We're basically going to skip this day, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I cast Daunting Roar at the rain.
Rawr!
Fuck you, rain.
Rain is very afraid.
Nice.
And you make your way to Divenstead. At least you see it in the distance, and the last bit of sunshine is about to leave. You see a bridge not far west of Divenstead that you can cross. Or you can just make camp here. As you wish.
How safe does the bridge look?
Pretty
There's a-
safe.
There's a bridge. You may as well lodge in Divenstead, right? I hope maybe they have an inn. Beats eating rations in a tent.
Sure, I would be down to walk a few more hours just to make it to comfy bed.
So you cross the bridge and make your way towards the smoke rising from the Divenstead chimneys. And as you approach, you are greeted by two guardsmen dressed in chainmail, a spear, and a shield. And in front of them is another figure with his back towards you. He's holding a torch in one hand and nothing in the other hand, and he seems to be in an agitated conversation with the guards. Do you want to join, or do you want to wait until this conversation has ended?
I will walk into earshot.
Same.
It's pretty close because the weather is still going ape shit.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm
And
wet. I'm in a
you
hurry.
hear the first thing you hear is the man with his back to you. It's absurd. I just want a roof for the night. And the guard is sorry. Without special permission, we cannot let you enter Divenstead. It's for security reasons. He
boy.
throws his hand back and turns around and sees you. Ah, fellow travelers, can you talk some sense into these tin boxes, please?
Wait, is this torch still like lit?
Yes, that's how oil
Okay.
works.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
I will approach the guards and say, "What is going on here? We are also travelers seeking lodging for the evening."
Sorry, Divenstead may only be entered with special permission from Glimview, and unless you have that, I cannot let you enter, sir.
Well, we are just in the commission of Gleamview in order commission to clear the Devon River of lizard folk, which we have just accomplished. So we
Well,
come
I
in by the
assume you have the
word of
appropriate paperwork.
we come bearing a mission of Lady Mervyn Allardyce.
I
of
have no
Gleamview.
idea who that is.
What the fuck? I thought this bitch was supposed to be like noble.
She's a merchant.
Fucking merchants, man. I turn to. Wait, no. I want to ask. Well, how long is this bridge going to be blocked?
Well, the bridge is not locked, so you just can't enter the village. You may go onwards to Glimview as you wish. You also crossed the bridge already. So.
Well, it just seems a bit silly. Is there some sort of nobility visiting in Divenstead, or what's the meaning of this? Is the Pope here?
Space Pope. No, it's just a general policy, sir. This is very close. All the miners here, all the miners live here for the mine up north the river, and we can't let anyone in. Would be devastating for Glimby if anything happened to this town. I'm sorry.
Okay, I go to Agnes and I explain the situation in case she couldn't hear it already. Like, okay,
The other guy follows you.
Okay.
He looks like this. Can you see this when I post this?
Yes.
Do these guys even seem
Damn.
That's how we're gonna raise biofuel spirits.
Look at that.
Do these guys bear any like resemblance to actual city guards, or does this seem like I'm being hoodwinked? Is there a way to tell? This
Give
seems
me an insight check.
seems highly unorthodox.
Gregory Ferguson.
Looks all legit to you.
Can we all get insight checks, or is this
Okay.
just a him thing?
Well, I guess I'm not that
He's
invested
the
in
only one that
watching.
talked to the guards. So.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'll explain the situation to everyone, especially Agnes. I'll say, well, there's some strange guards here claiming we can't enter Divenstead. I don't understand why. They won't tell us why. We're free to use the bridge, though, so I guess we could just continue to Gleamview and set up tent. Seems very odd to me, however.
What's the time of day?
It's almost nighttime. You see the last bits of sun.
I guess we'll have to camp outside the town, and then we'll
What's
make our
this-
way
What
in the
kind
morning.
what kind of miners town has some sort of exclusionary policy towards visitors? I mean,
Why won't they let visitors in?
they won't really tell us why. They just
Oh.
say it's too important of a town for Gleamsview, but it's just a mining town. Like, I mean,
If I may, and the
yeah.
other guy, and he like taps you on the shoulder. Excuse me. Hi.
Hello.
Gregory Ferguson is the name. You can call me Greg
Hello.
though. You were heading to Divenstead as well.
We just wanted lodging, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I have never seen something like this before. It's very confusing, and he holds out to shake his hand, like to everyone, basically, like whoever takes it first.
I'll take it.
And he looks you deep in the eye and gives you like a kiss on the back of your hand, saying, "Oh, very nice to meet you, young lady."
What the hell?
Hmm.
Oh, finally someone with manners. Oh, it's nice to meet you too. My name. My name's Python.
What's
My
my
name
name?
again.
Sorry.
What's your name again?
You be after trying to kill me, you're switching to Ramwolf now.
I can't remember my characters. There's too many. Anyway.
What's where are you coming from, sir?
Oh, I'm from Southwest a long while. I'm here on business actually. I was looking for some information. Thought maybe the nice people of Divenstead could help me, but apparently I'm not allowed to talk to them.
Where are you
Absurd,
trying to get
really.
to?
Sorry.
Where are you trying to get to?
I'm looking to. I'm actually looking for someone. Have you ever heard of Hector the Hound, by any chance?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
We
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want with them?
It's come to my attention that he has stolen from me. So
Mm.
kind of wanted to get that figured out. He says with a coy smile.
Oh, we killed
But,
him.
Did we kill him?
Pardon?
We killed him.
Did we?
Yeah.
We. I'm gonna pinch her and say, we heard that he died.
Ow.
Ow! He
I
looks
think
between you
he
two.
was in he was in Gleamview last we heard, but we heard he's deceased.
I see. He says, "Should we continue this? Should we make camp and maybe take this conversation? Well, not in
I
the
mean, you
pissing
can, but
downpour."
we have 2 lizard guards, so if that makes you uncomfortable.
And he looks behind you. Oh, yes, you do. Interesting. What's the story behind those?
Well, they're savages and they've been harassing
Not savages.
people. Shut your mouth. They've been harassing people on the Divon River.
see,
And
I
I'll chime in and I'll say, and their friends are deceased.
So you're mercenaries of some kind.
Something like that, yeah. Especially this one here, and I pat Bylethal on the head.
Yeah, she looks fierce, he says with a smile, looking at you.
Anyways, we're on our way to Gleamview now to finish the job and civilize these 2 lizard folk.
Interesting. You're native of Gleamview.
I'm a traveler, but most of us are.
Yeah.
I see. Very good. Do you mind if I accompany you?
Yeah, by all means, if you want to. But
Very
you'll have to sleep
nice.
by yourself, of course.
That's fine. I have a tent in the back.
Nice.
Well, should we make camp right now? Do you want to go into the? I heard you should still clear up the forest here.
Why?
You know,
Sorry, are we allowed to camp here?
I don't see why not.
Did
It's a
you
free
ask
country, isn't it? They call Gleamview the city of
And
freedom.
not free enough to go into the city, I guess.
You tell me.
I mean, I figured you talked to them more than we did. That's all.
Yeah, I couldn't convince them though. Something about protection. Apparently, I'm not trustworthy enough.
Let me try.
Sure, knock yourself out.
All right, I skip. I want to go over to the gods.
They hold up their like little lanterns. Like, what is it now?
Hi. We just traveled. We just traveled from Other West and all day actually, and we're pretty exhausted. And we were wondering if there was any accommodation here. Me and my friends.
Listen,
group.
Missy. I already told your grandma. Sorry, your grandpa.
I don't.
And that weirdo over there that we're not letting anyone in,
Ooh.
especially not your kind. So please.
My kind?
Whoa!
Turn that-
Ooh.
Racism.
Wait, what?
Turn yourself around. Keep walking and don't bother us anymore.
Surely there has to be some way, right? Like, do you not want coin? You know, how do you guys make money if, you know, we can provide extra? We're willing to pay.
We take attempts of bribery very serious, little girl.
I'm not trying to bribe. I'm saying we'll pay for accommodation. Like normal people. I give him the puppy dog eyes.
I mean, you could try to roll persuasion, but it's basically, I mean,
Some
they're
decent.
gonna get fired if they let you in.
Oh, really? What? Oh, actually, what? What's the actual reason we can't go in? Everyone over there was just confused.
It is policy that you are not allowed into Devonstead unless you have explicit permission from Gleamview.
Oh, I see. Well, that's fair enough. I turn around and go back to the group. Sorry.
I have a D&D question.
Yes, please.
So, Zone of Truth. Is
Oh, here
there
we
like
go.
is there a visible, like, is it visible? Like the actual
You mean
magical
the ring
zone?
or whatever?
Yeah, so it is visible. There's like a ring on the ground.
Let me see.
I just got your kinded, guys.
It's been a while.
Holy fucking L.
Like a whole campaign since someone used that. It is not, but everyone that is in it is aware.
Gotcha.
I'd also see you casting a spell.
Also that.
Okay. Unluck.
I want to walk to the guards as well.
Round 3, here we go. Now they send the monster, one of them says.
He says that out loud?
Yes, he does.
Okay, I want to punch him.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Roll to hit. You get advantage.
Cool.
Do you want to deal an actual damage, or do you just want to punch him for the...
I just want to punch him because
Okay,
he's
then you
being
just punch
rude.
him in the face.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck? And reroll initiative.
That's no way to talk to a lady.
We're actually rolling initiative, are we?
Hold.
Yeah, this is great.
You're
Great
Sad
job.
it took this long to war crime. Jesus, I was getting anxious.
fucking kidding me. I don't want to be a part of this.
Oh no, this is all white.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it's Reaper from Overwatch.
Die.
It's two of them.
Why is this a polygon?
Wait. Let's not fight.
Wait.
Let's not fight. What are you
Follow
doing?
road. I didn't say there's going to be a fight. I'm just saying we're rolling initiative.
Yeah.
I have to figure out how to roll.
I also didn't roll damage, so.
There we go. Oh, we have
Guys, say the
knowledge.
words. I swear to God, I'll level 2 inflict wounds and make their forefathers fucking feel it.
Where we're all hanging around here.
Why is it 2 of me? Okay.
Because I'm stupid.
Me too.
Let's get one for Gregory.
All right, not 20 initiative, baby. I'll be attempting to stop this from escalating.
For some reason, I can't see Bylothal's name. Not that it's a big deal, but
Should
Oh,
be
wait,
fixed.
I agree if I didn't press my token.
Yeah, I
Oh.
didn't press mine.
You have to do it new anyway, because for some reason it had the old one. Apologies.
Yeah, nice not 20, Alex.
So you want us all to roll initiative again?
Yes.
No.
And that
Ooh, I
one's on
improved.
me. Apologies.
You
Mine
rolled that
not
one, guys.
20. No.
I love question mark.
Yeah.
Must be one
Cool.
of my favorite characters.
Everyone but Nalia is surprised. Nalia, what do you want to do?
I see the guy I punched and
Yeah,
she's a
the guy you
weapon.
punched stumbles back, and the other guy like is taking his spear off his back like in bullet time right now for you.
I raise my hands and I say, insulted me. I mean no harm.
The other god that is not punched in the face says, "All of you leave right now, or this one is gonna get ugly."
Hey, she's not ugly.
The guy who says that is the one I punched, right?
The other one.
Oh, okay. I just want to know what the problem is that no one can enter, because all of us here are people who are sent to help people from Glimview. So maybe we could help you as well if we don't come to insulting words based on appearances, looking at the guy I punched.
I'm gonna say this one more time, because apparently all of you are very slow. Unless you have specific permission from Gleamview,
I
you
do
may
not
not
want to
enter
enter your
Devonstead.
town. I want to know why no one can enter. Is there a problem? Do you have, I don't know, monsters from the woods attacking you? Is there
There's
someone that...
nothing wrong here. It is just for security reasons.
And what is that you are securing the town from?
You.
Okay, I want to... Can I roll inside to see if...
Yes. And the other guy's like, that bitch punched me.
And I can do that again.
He seems to be telling the truth as far as he knows it to you.
Okay, so whose authority do we need from Glimview? Specific person or just the god post?
Who cares? We don't want to stay here anyway.
You should probably talk to Lady Faye herself. Or someone in her inner circle, if you ever get the chance, he says with a chuckle. I would bet against it, though.
Lady who? Can you read down?
There you go.
And when he says bet against it, I'll go, wait, really?
Like,
You want to bet on it?
leave now!
I'm already leaving. I'm fucking going.
I put my hands up again and I walk back and I say, okay, no need to fight, but if you want to be a god, you better work on your reflexes. And I just walk away.
You hear, like, behind you, the one guy saying, I could have taken her for sure. And the other guy's like, yeah, of course you could have.
Sure, honey.
In a fight, right? Yeah, you turn around.
I already
Divin
failed my
said,
insight check.
Divin said more like Dick's dead. Am I right?
Am I right, guys?
Alright, I'll set up camp. It's a waste of time.
Sure.
Agreed.
Plop down my tent
Y'all
underneath a
make
big
camp.
tree.
set up your tents. Gregory/Greg sets up his camp as well, and then joins you by the fire. And asks like, okay, so what's the story with this Hector guy? How did he die? Your little lady friend said you killed him, and then the other lady friend said you didn't kill him. What's the story there?
I look at Agnes.
Who's Gregory? I don't remember.
He's the new NPC we just met outside the town that wanted to stay with them.
I'm sorry. What was the question about killing?
He asked what happened to the hound,
Oh, the hound.
and he said that I said that we killed him, and then you said we didn't kill him, and then I looked at you.
And then I pinched you. I said, I will say, well, we were given instructions to by our benefactor to take care of some tasks, and we heard some things happen to him. That's all.
We heard through the grapevine that he is no longer in the business of heckling merchants.
Well, yeah, I know how it goes, he says. I've been a mercenary myself. So the thing is, right, he stole something from me and I need that back. So would you have happened to see any, how do I put this, items of the arcane variety lying around?
I don't remember that.
You know, scrolls, for example.
I don't have any
It's
scrolls.
possible. Why? What did he steal from you?
Oh, you know, I dabble in the arcane, he says with a grin. And I had acquired some instructions for, you know, rituals and stuff, but they got lost on the way. He does lost in air quotes, and apparently they somehow landed in his hands. I wonder how that happened. And I'm here to get them back, but if you heard, he says in quotes, that he died and might know someone that was there when that happened, maybe we can come to an arrangement.
I mean, we know who would have helped gone through his things after he got beat up.
Well, who's that then?
Do you want to talk to them?
Yes, please. That will be very
Okay.
nice.
Well, you just have to come to Gleamview, and then you can talk to our benefactor. He'll know more.
Thank you. That's nice.
What can you
Yeah.
tell me about these rituals, these scrolls? Did you make them? Did you find them?
A colleague of mine found them and sent them to me in exchange for a large amount of coin. He says, "Why do you ask? So curious."
And I'll say, well, I kind of dabble in the arcane myself, and I'll pull out my little my tome. I'll say, I have a bunch of rituals and stuff here for our arcane written down, and so I don't know. This is really intriguing. When I went to Gleamview, they said there was really no one around that knew anything about the arcane. It's just interesting to see someone who kind of dabbles.
He looks you up and down and says, "I think the magic you practice and the magic I practice are different in nature.
What is your magic?
Well, my nature is the arcane. Yours seems more divine, looking at your symbols, and you don't carry a book or a staff or a ring."
What do you mean? I have a book right here, and I'll pull out the book. That's my actual
No,
book.
I mean like an actual book, he says, and he like goes to his backpack and gets this like tome with like bajillion pages. And you see that it's worked in a way that the water just pearls off right away. A spell book, you know?
And I'll look back down to my book and I'll say, it literally says tome on it. I don't know what you mean by I don't have a book. This is a book. And I'm going to continue to insist that this is a book.
No, you're right. You're right. I should have been more specific. I'm sorry. I didn't want to get you all upset. And he ruffles your hair a little.
I'll say, can I see your book? Your book looks cool.
You know, the number one rule of being a wizard, he says, and he leans into you, whispers into your ear, never show them your book.
I'll say, interesting. See, I like to show people my book, but maybe that's just a
Yeah,
me thing.
I gathered.
Yeah. But, I mean, they can't really do anything with it. No one else is really magical around here, so what does having the book even do for them?
Did you ask him what the book does for him?
Yeah.
Oh, it's where I write down all my incantations, rituals, everything. As if you have such a vast amount of knowledge as I do, um, you need to write it down somewhere.
Hmm.
You know, it's not everyone is gifted by magic from above. I actually had to study, and magic is complex.
Hmm.
That's very cool. Where did you learn magic?
Oh, I dabbled here and there, he says.
Ah.
Not at college or something, if you mean that. More of a self-taught wizard.
Self-taught? That sounds dangerous.
It is, he says. Do you want to hear some stories?
Yeah.
And he tells you, like, give me an insight check.
Okay.
I also want to listen to these stories. I'm really enamored. Wait, should I also roll insight Theo?
Yes, please.
Yeah, this is not my day.
Karma.
Karma for what?
You know.
Not killing children. He tells you these stories about, like, he fought a giant, and then he learned how to make himself a little taller, and then he fought like this giant bird, and then he got like this inspiration of how to fly. He tells you all these bombast stories of how you can learn just by experiencing life and living a little.
I
Seems-
chuckle and mumble to myself, sure he did.
Oh my god. That's so cool. What's the scariest thing you've ever fought? Was it the giant?
He looks you deep in the eye and says, I think the scariest thing is the loneliness at night at campfire when you travel alone.
That's deep, bro. Do you want a hug? Do you need a hug?
Sure, hugs are nice.
Get up and I go embrace him and a hug.
It's just slightly
Aw.
out of character, but is your character just like fine now or what?
No. But she is
Okay.
distracted by a new person.
I see.
Shiny.
You're saying if I just change my form, she'll forget everything. Great.
Yeah,
So
you can
if-
be this guy now.
So if loneliness is the worst, why are you traveling by yourself?
Well, the sad thing is, I think what I've learned in my many travels is that you can only rely on yourself, really. You know, best example, I made someone deliver those scrolls to me and they failed and got them stolen, and now here I am, I have to fix it myself again. And he looks in the group, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I only caught this one's name, and he points at Balthar.
I'm Agnes. Can I do like an Arcana check to see how powerful he might be magic wise or something?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check. Oh, his book is very thick. So that's usually a good tell of the wizards you've met. The thicker the book, the more spells they know, and the more spells they know, the more powerful they are.
Mistress Tilson.
What?
He's Mistress Tilson.
Sure. Is anyone else going to give their names to?
I'll say. Yeah, you can just call me Tricky. And one thing, because you seem to be such a seasoned wizard, see, I have this little problem with my tome. I assume your tome works perfectly fine. And I'll bring my tome over to him and I'll say, I have these 2 pages in my tome that are stuck together, and at first you would think it maybe like glue or something, or haha, funny prank, but no matter what I've tried, even magic wasn't able to separate them. Maybe you could take a look at it?
As you say that, who's sitting next to Tricky right now?
Not me.
Wouldn't it only be you? Because weren't we listening to his stories?
Yeah, but I'd be like, if we were like in a triangle, I'd be like, like I'd put he's
Well,
between us.
whoever's close to Tricky, you smell this abhorrent stench of like rotten eggs, swamp, dead cat. It
What the
just
hell?
smells so awful. And it's definitely coming from Tricky.
What the fuck? Ew. Stand up and
It's
Do-
like
do I-
gag
do I-
inducing.
Do I smell this?
Yes, it is
Ugh.
awful.
I get up and make distance. I make distance from him. What the
Yeah, and Gregor's like, yeah, let me see it. And he's like, oh! Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus doesn't exist. By the gods! And he like stands up. What happened?
Well, I'm gonna close my book real quick and see if the stench is still there.
It is still there.
I see. So
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, can I like sense if there's any magic being used on me right now?
Give me an Arcana or Arcana or Nature. You realize that this, given your history, this feels like the punishment for not honoring a pact with a Fae.
Interesting. All right, then I'll say my bad. I think I know what's happening here. My name is Trickathin. And then I'll like jokingly like look down and smell to see if I still smell poorly.
After a few seconds, the smell disappears.
Also, sorry, you know how these arcane folk are. And then I'll like open up my book again and I'll be like, yeah, I can't figure out why these two pages won't separate.
Yes. Okay. Let me take a look. He says, and do you give him the book?
I'm not gonna like hand it over to him completely, but I'll like, as if we're standing next to each other, I'll like hold one half and I'll offer him the other half to hold, kind of.
Yeah, he takes it and runs away. No.
Mm.
He starts
cast
casting a spell if you let him.
Sure. Is there any like arcana that I might be able to discern what kind of spell this is?
Are you proficient in Arcana?
I'm not.
Then no.
Okay, I'll look.
He starts waving his hands, saying a few words, and then you see his eyes turn blue.
That's
Like
cool.
this blue aura coming out of
Yeah.
his eyes. And he says, it's definitely magical, but hard to determine the type. Sorry, I don't think I can help you with that. It doesn't look like a curse, so.
Do you know anyone who might be able to?
Well, it's a good question. I don't know anyone specific, but I think if you keep showing this to people, maybe they'll eventually figure it out. Oh, someone always knows something, he says.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your help.
You're
I'll
welcome.
cheerfully smile at him and then pull the book back.
So, he says, your benefactor would know about these scrolls, you say.
I mean, maybe, yeah. We don't. I mean, I don't know. I didn't see any. I don't know any scrolls.
Yeah, I don't know if we saw too much stuff, but our benefactor might know. Yeah.
Oh, very good, very good. And then he looks to the lizards. So, why do you have these around again?
Well, we wanted to do the right thing and not genocide them. So we thought it'd be better to take them to Gleamview to help them grow up to be less savage. And maybe there's someone there that can communicate with them.
He starts laughing, like full belly laughing. So, let me get this straight. You killed everyone except these two, and then brought them back to Greenview to like re-socialize them or something.
Yeah, and the law can potentially try them or do what needs to be done. But we thought it would be better than killing them there.
You're really not from here, are you?
What do you mean?
What would you do it differently?
Oh no, it's just you said the law. There's really no law in Greenview. You do know why they call it the City of Freedom, don't you?
No.
Well, everyone in Greenview is basically allowed to do whatever they want.
That
There's
sounds
only a
fair.
few
Like
rules.
love who they want?
Sure, if you're into that kind of stuff, I don't judge. No, it's it's actually quite interesting. You see, this forest was here first, and a lot of people tried to build a town here, but it never worked. It was always destroyed by the denizens of the forest. You know how Fae can be. But one day, this woman came around and tried to settle here, and for some reason, she succeeded before where everyone else failed before. And she founded Gleamview. Some people say that she is the one that rules it to this day, the one the god referred to as Lady Fae. And you're allowed to do whatever you want in Gleamview. You live in symbiosis with the forest, but there's only one thing you're not allowed to do, and that is harm the Fae. Anything else is fair game.
Hold up. So you're saying this city allows you to do anything?
Well, within reason of not destroy the town or not go against
No.
the lady herself, it is it's quite an interesting concept. I'm actually surprised that lasted for that long, but it also intrigues me and confuses or scares me a little. I tried to avoid going in there. That's why I went to Divenstead instead. But it seems like it's unavoidable.
Then
I
why in all hells would a town that has no rules impose a rule on another town?
See, that's what surprised me as well. I like the way you think. There has to be more to this than whatever those two dickheads told us. But honestly, it's not my problem, he says. I'm just here to get back what's mine.
Yeah, maybe we should call it for the night so we can get moving tomorrow.
And see if
That sounds good.
if this stupid rain stops already.
Yeah.
As you say that and look up, the rain stops.
Wow! Nadia, did you do that?
No, I think.
Maybe the roar finally reached the heavens.
Yeah, just found traveling.
It just took a while.
You can make camp if you want.
Yeah.
I would like to make camp.
Nice. You all make camp. And if you don't have anything to do, you all wake up the next day.
All right.
Well, wait.
Long rest.
Balafel, do you want to try to kill me again in the night, or is that a one-time thing?
No, you're good, bro.
Okay.
It's my turn. I want to try to kill.
Roll a d5 to see who you want to murder in the night.
Roll a d5 to see which one of us attacks Tricky tonight.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you say your name was?
What?
Yeah, yes, me.
No, the person Skyward plays. What did you say your name was? Who are they gonna kill in the night?
Oh.
I don't know. I just introduced myself as Trickathan, so.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, you all wake up the next day with Gregory. He's still there. He didn't kill you in the night.
Okay. That's sick. Good morning. Oh no, sorry, that's too much energy. Good morning. Good
More sad, please.
morning.
Do you
There's
know
some
the rest
light
of the
wind,
way?
but the weather appears to have cleared up.
I'll ask him if he knows the rest of the way to Gleamview.
Oh yes, it should be right that way. And he points northwest. Yes. Follow the river and there should be a path. I've been there before, but I decided to go to Divenstead first.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, off we go. And you hippity hoppity to Gleamview.
Off we go then.
You made it to Gleamview. What do you want to do?
Cash that reward, fam.
I also marked down 2 Russians.
Well,
No, 1 Russian, sorry.
I'm going to insist that we talk to her before he does. And then I'll say that
That's
we can
fine
get
with me.
him a meeting.
Shall I wait outside? Shall I come back in the evening? What's your...
Yeah, why don't you wait outside?
Okay, that's fine with me.
Or just wait at the tavern, go have a drink.
Yeah, if you guys want to go do other things while I go talk to her, that's fine.
I'll
I
come
also
with
want to
you.
talk to her.
Okay, sounds good.
You go where you all want to go. Everyone who's not there is not there. Enjoying a drink, whatever you want to do. and you make your way to Lady Merwin's general store that is closed. But you knock, and after a few seconds of wait, she opens the door and says, "Oh, I thought I'd lost you in the storm. Come in."
I would like to enter and say, "Oh wait, what are we
Thank
doing
you.
with our skele or with our lizard men?"
Yeah, what do you do with your lizardman?
Can we pawn them off to Nalia? She's the strongest. She can she can control them.
You get a lot of eyes as you parade them through town.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that makes sense.
oh, shit, we probably.
Is there a jail in town?
Do you ask her that, or?
Yeah.
I don't think so. She says. Wait, yes, there should be a dungeon in the keep, but it's only for. Well, I don't know what it's for.
Is there a tree around?
Yeah.
I tie them to a tree again.
I thought you brought. I see you brought some.
Yeah, we slayed the camp. We slayed their scouts and the camp, and these two were knocked unconscious at the start of the fight. So rather than kill them where they stood, we thought it'd be better to bring them back.
What's that?
Did you say why is that?
Yes.
Because senseless slaughter was unnecessary. We already defeated them.
More importantly, do you know anyone that might be able to speak with these creatures to see if we can get more information of whether there's more camps, if there are any more of them coming, etc.
Oh, I don't think that's going to be necessary. As far as my intro goes, that's the only camp that's relevant. But it's good thinking. Thank you. You can do with the other two as you please, but you can also just kill them and dump them in an alley if you want.
What the
Hmm.
hell?
They're just gonna wreak havoc in town if you let them free.
They're not human.
That's why we wanted to put them in like a jail or something.
Let the criminal
I-
justice system deal with them.
I look at Ramos and I say, "Aren't you also not human?" Question mark.
I mean, I'm sentient. These things are just creatures.
Guys, let's not talk
Okay.
about humans. I swish my tail.
I failed to check early on, which made me believe these things are just like crocodiles and that walk upright.
Crocodiles in clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about payment quickly, and then we'll talk about the last matter?
Oh yes, of course. Did we discuss something in advance? I forgot. It's been a while.
Classic NPC behavior. Text
I
notes.
do not recall.
I recall 1 million gold.
I
That's very
remember the
funny,
first
dear.
quest, but not this one. God damn it.
Yeah. So should we just say same payment as before? I feel like the job was equally difficult and strenuous.
I wouldn't agree with that. I'd say this
That's
was
nice for
harder.
you.
We had to travel further. We had to deal with more enemies.
Well, I already gave you money for the travel expenses.
Yeah, but it's just the
What-
time commitment was longer.
Give me a
Also-
persuasion check.
I mean, the last one was 75 gold. Why don't we smooth it out to 100?
You can have advantage on that persuasion check because Ramdog is helping you.
Oh, how do I?
Roll
I
again
forget.
and better this time, please.
There you go.
Yes!
Sorry, I need the warm up.
She sighs, but she seems in a good mood, and she says, "Very well. You may have your 100 gold pieces. But please get those lizards away from my store."
and also, could you possibly also offer something intangible? Maybe possibly getting us permission to enter Divonstead?
Yeah, what's
Or
up with that?
information about what's occurring there?
I don't think I have the power to do that, sadly.
Do you know why it's so secure? Why they're not letting anyone enter Divonstead?
She looks up and tentatively scratches her chin as I roll a dice to see if she would. She says, "No, not that I know, but it's very secretive around here if it comes to the government or whatever you want to call it."
I see, and so I assume then Lady Faye would be the only one that would be able to grant passage to Divenstead?
Well, I can't say for certain she would be able to, yes. Unless you want to sneak in at night, all scary like.
And I'll like have a slight smirk and I'll say, good idea.
Why are
I
we
don't
so
think
concerned about Divenstead anyway? Does it matter?
It does not.
Something seemed odd about that town.
I don't know. They seem like a normal, like they're entitled to their privacy. If they have the business that they're operating there, who is it really our right to go poke our noses in to demand? What if they're just, I don't know, making swords and they're like, don't come in here, we're making swords, and we just go in there and we're like, we have to see it, and it's just swords. It's like, okay.
It seems strange, but at the same time, we don't really have any reason to care, so I don't care. Also, out of character, I will add 20 gold to my inventory as I
Yes,
assume
you
we're
may.
splitting this.
Yeah, I just did that too.
Very cool.
One more thing. There is a traveler outside. He's a powerful wizard, and he said that some of his scrolls were stolen by the Hound. And we didn't tell him that we killed the Hound, but he's
Wow.
curious if he can meet with you and ask about the location of the scrolls.
Everyone give me an insight check.
Yeah.
everyone. Damn.
Everyone that's here.
I'm so insightful.
I'm also
We're
very
all
insightful.
My eyes
Insight.
squint.
I'm citing right now.
Everyone but Nalea and Agnes.
What? I'm
You
here. What?
realize. Yeah, if you're not
Okay.
here, then
It's
you're not
Nalia.
there.
Thank you. I got you,
Anyway,
casual.
you realize that as you mentioned it, she seems a little shocked and or nervous. And she then quickly catches herself and says, oh, is that so? How much would it take for you to deal with that gentleman?
Do you want us to kill him?
Gale?
I just don't want him to show up here again.
I mean, we can talk to him, but I don't know if we're going to be able to defeat him. He seems strong.
I have an idea. If we are able to deal with this gentleman and make sure that he doesn't bother you anymore, would you be able to help us get a meeting with Lady Faye?
I might be able to do much better than that.
And I'll look over to the squad and I'll say, guys, that sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
Why do we need to meet Lady Faye?
Well, I feel like she's the person that runs everything around here, from Gleamview to having influence on the other towns. Do you not think that she would be a powerful ally?
Wait, does she have control of other towns? I thought it was
She's
just...
basically the Baroness, yeah, of the region.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, well, I'll be real with you guys. I need to, like, travel. I need to start, like, I have stuff to do in other places, so if we can get more leisurely access to them by meeting this Fade lady, that would be really great for me.
Also, if she's in charge of this region, I bet she has problems that need to be dealt with, and I guess she's gonna pay more than this lady. No offense.
No, none taken.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll go yeah, we can chat with him, for sure. I mean, I don't know what... I'm not gonna kill him, but we'll try.
Yeah, you go chat with him.
Do you want us
That's
to?
nice, dear.
Is it okay if we lie to him?
Oh, please do whatever you want.
Okay. All right, you guys ready to exit?
Yeah, let's go.
Sure.
Okay, we will exit and search for Gregory or whatever his name was.
Yeah, he's just like a few corners down the road,
Hi, Greg!
having a toothpick in his mouth, being all suave.
What's the plan here? I murmur to Agnes.
The scrolls have been sold already. How does that sound?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how about we just come up with literally any story that gets him to not come back here?
Yeah.
Seems like an
sounds good.
easy win for us.
Okay.
What if we
But wait,
We could connect this to our other mission, where when we were going to the lizard folk, we were sent to retrieve the scrolls from that camp, and they were burned along with the camp.
This is if because he's gonna ask who they were sold to, and if we don't know, he's gonna go back to her. So we need to do better than that.
We'll say that she had sent us to the camp because she heard that the lizards had stolen the scrolls from the Hound. Perhaps.
That sounds good.
And then we burnt them because we're stupid and incompetent, or what?
They weren't there.
Oh, okay. Seems a bit.
Well, we can say they weren't there, or that like just a fire started on the tents, right? Because we burned them. So like a fire started, and we assumed that they had just been burned within the tents.
The lizard people ate them because they're stupid.
Yeah.
The lizards ate my homework.
Lizards ate the
Literally.
homework.
Okay, that sounds good. Who wants to talk to him?
I wave him over. Hi, Greg.
Oh, hey there.
Wait,
Greg, we have bad
Thea, real
news.
quick, D&D question: would my character know if like these scrolls were actually like a magic scroll? Does that something that can simply just be burned, or is there some sort of property that would prevent that from happening?
Some can, if the wizard or the person who made them tends to value them a lot. They might be on non-burnable paper, but
Gotcha.
So, Greg, first of all, do you know Lady Faye?
pardon?
Do you know the Faye lady, like on a personal level? Like, is there a? Would you be able to introduce us?
Oh, sadly not, my dear. I don't have these kind of contacts. Why do you ask?
Damn, that sucks. No, I was just curious because we were just talking about how it'd be cool to meet her. Anyway, guys, really, what happened?
Okay, so
Your
Look,
scrolls are lost.
we think the scrolls are currently lost. When we confronted the Hound earlier, we didn't do any of the searching of the premises, and when after our benefactor searched the premises, the scrolls were thought to be at the lizard camp that we just came from, but we didn't find them there either. So we think the Hound must have sold them already by the time we got there.
Yep.
Sure, give me a deception roll.
My
You may roll with advantage because you have help.
Oh my god, my deception was so good. I should have lied.
my
The
specialty.
help, the advantage. Oh,
Oh my
god.
god.
You are the worst.
What the
blurs.
fuck?
22.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
roll the 22, guys. Right? Advantage, you add them together.
So you look at him. He looks at you. It's like, that's a nice story. So what actually happened in there?
What actually happened in there? We completed our mission and collected our bounty for that, and asked her. We told her about the meeting here and came back to give you information.
Okay. I see what you did there. Smart. So, I'm not an idiot, right? He says. So I assume that's your employer, and she probably has what I want. So I know you're a bunch of good guys. And he looks at Bylethal.
Yeah.
At least it seems like that. And I don't want any trouble. I assume you don't want any trouble. And he looks around and like the bustling streets. And if we make any trouble here, there's going to be a lot of trouble for everyone involved. Would you agree?
Oh, Greg, you see the problem is we really want to get a meeting with that Lady Faye, and our benefactor says that she can help us do that if you don't cause problems for us.
Look, Greg, there's 5 of us and there's 1 of you. We're not about to have any problem, regardless of what happens here. So either you can make a problem for yourself, or you can fuck off.
I don't know if we could. Sorry, his book was pretty big, Ramos.
Unless you're gonna come up with a very grand suggestion.
And then I'll say, "What do you mean 5 of us? He has a really cool wizarding book." And I'm gonna go stand next to him and I'll say, 4 of you.
He's got a book, but I've got a stick.
You see, he got the right idea, he says to Tricky. But maybe you should know that whatever's on those scrolls she's not gonna use for something good, he says.
What? What? Wait, hold on. What's on the scrolls?
He approaches you, he has like his hands up, he's like, I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
And he comes like close to you and he says, something evil, dear.
What?
What do you think she's gonna do with that?
I don't know. What is on the scrolls?
I want to gently put a hand on this man's shoulder and push him back to where he was, away from Bylethal, while I say, well, if they're evil scrolls, you better find a way to get them back soon. The deal is, she told us to help her not have to deal with you, so can you just like wait a few weeks and just talk to her so everyone here wins?
Why should we believe you? Why should we believe that these scrolls are not something that she's entitled to, and you're the one who will use them for evil? You seem like the kind of wizard who's more interested in personal power than some timid merchant who probably is more in it for the money.
As you continue your conversation, you see that from like every few alleys around you, you see like men approaching, like muscly men with like
Hmm.
clubs and swords, and they're like doing this slow surrounding your group kind of thing.
Who are they
Uh-huh.
watching?
Sorry.
They're
Who
watching
are
us or
the
Greg.
grunts watching?
Yeah, they're mostly focusing in Greg's direction, but they're also like encircling the whole of you.
What the hell? What's
And
going
Greg
on?
says-
Greg says, looks at it and says, I think your employer brought some more friends.
Hmm.
Guys? I look at the thugs. I'm like, what is the meaning of this?
One of the guys, he's a half orc. He says, well, Lady Mervyn just wanted to make sure, it's taken care of.
We're taking care of it. This is not helping. This is
How
making
many-
things much worse.
How many am I counting here, Thea?
6. 2 with crossbows, 4 with I would say maces, but it's more like heavy boards with nails in them.
I want to lock eyes with Greg, and I ask him like, what do you want with these scrolls, Greg? What is your end game here? Give it to me straight. You want them for power, or are you telling the truth?
Give me a persuasion check first of all.
Fuck. That does not match my roleplay.
No, it's okay. He says that whatever I want to do with them is probably no concern of yours, considering whatever I'm going to do with it is going to be very far away from here. Whatever he's going to do with that is going to happen right here, though, he says.
There's no
And,
difference between here or there. There's innocence in both places.
The proximity does not matter to me.
I will say the one thing that we haven't really considered is that she didn't say that they were magical scrolls. Is that not like a little curious to the rest of you guys?
She didn't
Are
say
you
anything.
just now discovering that she's
did.
intentionally withholding
Oh.
like tons of information from us at all times? It's a
Right.
need to know basis, I think.
Well, right, but she told us we were simply getting her legal deeds. But if she has some ulterior motive planned, I feel like we would really benefit from knowing what's on these scrolls. Because I understand, Gregory, like you want these scrolls back, but if we really don't know what we're dealing with, I mean, being that we're kind of just mercenaries, we're not really sure which side we're gonna take here.
Also, during this, I'm
Well-
trying to pacify the group of guys to like fucking relax.
they're just edging in closer and closer.
Yeah,
and it's like-
I'm putting myself between like the group and them and trying to just like raising my arms.
Yeah, one guy puts like his hand on his shoulder and is like, sorry, Missy, but a job is a job. If you don't want to see this, just look away. That's fine. We can do this. Pretty girl like you doesn't need to see this.
Oh no.
I look at Agnes. Agnes, what's the play here?
Greg says like, let's make a deal, shall we? You help me dispatch these guys, and I'll tell you what's on those scrolls. He gives you a wink.
I'll say, well, the problem is if we dispatch these guys, then I assume Lady Merwin wouldn't be very fond of us. So I don't necessarily know if we can agree to that. I feel like before anything happens, we need to know what's on these scrolls.
I want
I-
to walk. I want to walk to the half orc.
Okay, you walk up to what appears to be the leader of this ragtag group of strongmen.
I guess even if he's tall, he's shorter than me.
Probably. He's probably the closest to you that you have met on this town yet
Okay.
in size.
I'll make this quick. How much did she pay you?
Oh, it's more of a kind of long-term arrangement.
So she didn't even pay you. You're just
I
doing this
think
for a promise.
these are her long-term goons, my friend. They're paid by the week, not the hour.
Yeah, what the old guy said.
I don't think we
Sorry.
should be
you
betraying our
saying?
employer so soon, guys. Just to know what's on some scrolls, it's not our business.
Yeah, I want to know what's on the scrolls before. I agree with yeah, him.
This Greg guy's driving a hard bargain, you know. It's like 8 people against him now, and he's still not coughing up the
Yeah, but
information.
she has a big ass book.
I don't give a fuck. What do I look like, a wizard?
Bro, you better fuck around and find out what's about to happen.
So
Uh,
how much do they
What's it gonna
pay
do?
you a
Turn me
week?
into a frog?
Oh. Greg, please, I need to know what's on those scrolls to know
Can
what
I-
capable or
There's
evil she's
like
capable of.
one conversation going on here, one conversation
Yeah.
going on
Can
here,
I
and Greg
please
just
talk to someone, please?
yeah.
For a second. How much they pay you a week? Short one.
I don't know. Enough food, lodging, that kind of stuff. Ma'am, if you please step out of the way. We're just trying to do our work.
Enough to die over it?
Oh, he gives you a smirk. Like, listen, I don't want this to get ugly, but
Then
it is
why
gonna
did you
get ugly if you
then why
try to
did you
protect this guy.
then why did you show your ugly face? We're dealing with this. Go away.
Ooh, damn.
He gets like super angry, and he's about to like give the emotion to start the rumble, and Greg is like, you know what? You guys deal with this. I don't care anymore. And he goes, boop, and vanishes.
Oh my god!
Classic Greg.
You
I
guys
turn
are the
around
worst
like,
at
well, that-
diplomacy!
You guys
Well,
are
that-
really. I'm gonna back you up on this one. You guys suck at diplomacy.
Who are you talking to?
No, I'm aiming this directly towards Nalia.
Yeah, I said this.
Where did he go? The orc is like, the half orc. Did you do this? He looks at
No!
Nalia.
You should have let us handle this. You're obviously dealing with a wizard. We think you're gonna hit him over the head with a club like an ogre, and you're just gonna catch him.
Did
Obviously,
you just call me an ogre?
He said like
How
an
could you
ogre.
let him go?
He said like an ogre.
Yeah, but he's stupid. He didn't get it.
No, I'm saying that.
Okay.
Look!
What do we do now?
No decisions
par-
were made between all parties here. He said he's leaving. That's problematic. We'll deal with it. We'll talk to the lady.
The
We're all
problem
story
friends
is-
here.
He's gone.
we were psyoping him
Yeah.
until the guards came, and they scared him off while we were about to clutch out a deal to convince him to kill himself. So,
Yeah.
you
You guys
know,
made this really hard for us.
we could have. If you hadn't scared him off, it was going well.
All
We're
right,
never
let's go
gonna
talk
fight
to the-
anything this session. It's just like the attract against the punch something. We just keep talking our way out of it.
We're not even talking away out of it well. It's the best part.
Yeah,
Doing
it's
it
really
so
not.
poorly.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten a cudgel to the face yet.
Well, now that now that Greg's gone, are the goons leaving?
They're not leaving, but they're like putting down their weapons. Well, what do we do now?
We go talk to Lady Merwin now, I believe.
Yeah, she's gonna need help tracking down this magical wizard.
Fine. We do that. I don't like talking. She scares me.
God, this guy's actually like a fucking ogre. I don't say. I
I
think.
want to talk directly to the group once the goons leave.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they'd give you like a wide perimeter, basically.
Okay. Okay, and now I'm gonna pull everybody together, and I'm gonna be like, why would we decide to turn and fight and directly undermine our benefactor, the person who's been giving us gold and jobs, just because one smooth-talking, attractive man comes and tells us that he knows a secret? Are you
Look,
guys thinking clearly?
Oh well, he kind of. I mean, if
it's
those scrolls are really powerful and she really is gonna do bad things with it, that it concerns me.
How
But-
do you know he's not lying
Well,
to
that's
you?
why I needed more time. That's why this all came to a head very.
There is not much time. We can't
I
sit here and
know.
talk everything out.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying
Look.
that's why it gave me pause at least. But I wasn't gonna just turn instant. I don't know what to do.
Okay, I think in the future you need to follow the lead of the party.
Okay. No, I don't. I'm.
I will
Excuse
say,
me?
I do
Okay.
think, and I'll step up in defender. I'll say, I really think that could have been handled diplomatically. I feel like we were a little bit too quick to deal with this via fist, and I'll look over at Nalia. I'll say, maybe we should try talking things out just a little bit more, because he might have been receptive enough to actually give us the information we wanted.
Okay, I want to walk up to Tricky to a point where he has to look up,
It's not very far, yes.
and I want to say there are two things I do not like. One is people doubting my skill, and I point at the guys that were trying to take care of the deal if we didn't.
They look like do you see them like looking in boxes looking for the wizard?
And people who only give me problems, and you young one are only giving us problems. So you better keep your mouth shut before you and think before you talk, or perhaps you're gonna have to part ways with us.
Giving you problems? You mean like punching a guard for little to no reason because he personally insulted you, and almost getting us killed then? Or how about, almost fighting the ogres here and causing that man to vanish? I'm the one that's causing all of that? Or are you just really quick with your fist and you'd rather fight than talk?
I chuckle and I say, "You're not the one who didn't get a full night's sleep because we decided to take some lizards back."
Where are the lizards, by the way?
Yeah.
Someone tied them to a tree.
Oh yeah.
This is tied to the tree.
Can we just put them out of their fucking misery?
Mm.
All right, before we do
But
that,
yeah.
we have to go in the future. I there's talking to the wizard just doesn't make any sense to me. If he's not going to give up his information, he seems untrustworthy. He can't tell us anything of value other than some accusations. We need to go talk to our benefactor and tell her that he teleported away, and then we can ask for the next job if you guys want to continue doing this line of work. Balthal, if you want to leave and go do something else with your time, I would understand. But this is, if we're doing jobs for somebody, we need to do what they tell us to do, or you won't get paid. That's how this works. If you don't like the jobs, then we can't just sit there talking with bad guys all the time. Eventually, one of them's going to pull out a knife and stab us while we're busy talking. That's what's going to happen, and someone's going to die.
Look,
Oh,
I don't
no.
trust the charlatan that just disappeared in front of our eyes. But I also don't trust someone who pays us to do a job and also sends other people to make sure we do our job. So I think there's definitely a conversation to be had with this woman.
Sure, that's fair.
The half-orc approaches the conversation. Say, I don't want to be rude, but we need to go. So you got this.
Where are you
Yes.
going?
Well, he squints. We have to downriver. There's something we need to. I don't know, Lady Mervinster. We need to go there and pick something up. Didn't you go
Okay.
there before?
Can we go where before?
No, you didn't you clear the place we go
Yes.
to now because it's clear, and he's really struggling with this.
We did, yes.
Where do
Okay,
you need to
that's what
pick
we're
up?
doing.
Do you want to take the lizard men with?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Ace, we finally got rid of the 2 fucking lizards.
You see like two of the goons, like they drag out a wagon from behind her store, and
These 4 fucking lizards got hold all the way here, and then they get hold all the way back.
I'm a
and they
bad
throw the
friend.
lizards in the back, and
Oh.
then the wagon drives past you, and you see like one of the guys climbing on top of the wagon and just like smash the skull of one of the lizards in, and then he takes his hammer again and kills the other one,
Oh my god.
and then you see them leave southwards.
Completely unexpected.
Okay, let's
Okay.
go talk to Lady Merwin.
Yes.
You go and knock on the door, but no one opens.
Suspicious.
Hmm.
We had
Is
to
the-
threaten that powerful wizard, put our
Is-
skin on the line.
Is the door locked?
Yeah.
I consider our task complete. I need a long rest. I've been
Consider
sleeping
that.
not enough the last 2 nights. So we can check in with her tomorrow. How does that sound?
Isn't it like well, not early morning, but midday right now or something?
If you guys would like to do things, you can, obviously, but I don't know if we need to
Yeah, you know what I'm here
desperately
for.
find her.
I'm looking for the child.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what
forgot
that
about
means, but it's weird.
But it's very concerning.
Not more children.
He has my cloak.
That's true. He does have.
Oh, that kid. I forgot about that. Okay. I guess I might want to go shopping or something. Are there potential items that I could buy that are available? How do you do shopping type stuff as a
Anything that's
GM?
not a magic item, you can just buy for a book price, unless you're a race people are racist against.
For what piece price?
For the price in the books. So if you don't have access to that, you can just let me know what you want, and I'll give you the price.
Are there like averages that you could tell me? That way I know while I'm shopping and I don't have to like come to
Oh yeah.
you and
What are
stick
you
or something.
looking for, like in general?
Like some type of, you said not magical items. Would a +1 weapon or something
Yes,
be
that is very magical.
okay? I understand.
That
So
would be like a
anything
quest
magic?
reward or something.
You said no magical?
Yeah, no magical stuff. So basically,
Okay, then I'm probably just gonna fuck around for the rest of the day.
yeah, if you have any questions, let me know and I'll fix it for you. Basically,
Alright.
everything that's under equipment, I think.
So I'll just tell the group we'll meet back here tomorrow morning and see if we can find the lady.
Sure.
Okay. And then we can go talk to the Fae, whoever lady, at some point.
Agnes, are you staying in a lodging or are you wanting to camp tonight?
I would love to camp with you again, sweetie.
Okay.
I'll set up the tent over in this area.
Oh, you're gonna take the tent. Okay. Do you want?
Is that what you meant?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna say I can carry the tent around all day, and we can meet later to sleep or what.
Sure, that sounds
Or I
great.
can set it up for you now.
No, it's okay. Let's do it later. That way we don't have to guard it all day.
Okay, I'll carry it. I'll meet you at the south gate area, south area.
Sure, that sounds great.
Okay.
Sure, that sounds great. So, is there anything you guys want to do while in town for a day?
Look
Except
out for-
shopping and except the tent thing.
Look out for assassins or gonna
Looking for the child.
Okay. I forgot. Did he give you a place?
No, I just knew he was like I found him in the poor section of town, or he's like from the poor section, and he's at the market, where I met him at the market.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check to see if you can find the kid.
Sure, and I'm not sure if this changes anything, but also ask if like people around have seen a kid with a like and describe my magical cloak.
Yeah, that's part of the investigation.
Yeah.
Not today, friend.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow.
I can't wait for tomorrow until I get to roll a 5 in investigation again.
I'm sorry. The dice are hard.
Okay.
Ramos and Nalia, is there anything you guys want to do?
I
Right
guess.
now, I want to take a break of 5 minutes if possible.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
I will look for. I'll keep an eye out over my shoulder for any further goon activity. Otherwise, I'll just look for homeless people and try to give them medical attention.
Okay.
I'm-
You all do your thingies, and then we take a 10-minute break.
I'm on
Okay.
the verge of kicking this door down, but
BRB.
probably after the break, I'll want to have a conversation with Bylethon.
Okay.
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 Don't kill her.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill anyone. If
Yeah.
anything, I'll watch out for her to kill me.
Welcome to the
Me
club.
and 10.
Decapitation time.
Oh,
The decapitator.
not
You know,
the lion ahead.
I'm sad our characters are beefing because I would have had so much fun walking around town and like parading me around as a decapitator.
That wouldn't have gone well.
Okay. BRB.
Okay, I'm gonna mute too. Be right back. Hi chat, how you doing? Anyone cares? Anyone here? Anyone vibing? Put tech and music on. Yeah, boy. Oh god, my character's in such an awkward fucking space right now, dude. I swear to god. It's so hard. Like, being a character like this is so difficult. And it's this fucking stupid fight at the end of session 2 really like ruined the natural progression of my character, and trying to get it back on course is like devastatingly hard. And I don't know how much she's meant to feel angsty about things that have happened versus trying to move on. Because it's also not fun to be emo for 3 hours, you know, like real time. Ah! Fucking goddamn it. It's like you're the, you know, you're in a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're in a group of 5, and you're an obviously massive burden to everyone else. So trying to be a burden is so hard. You're great. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. I do love roleplay. Although I do feel bad when a lot of the roleplay is people having to baby my poor character who's having a nervous breakdown. Like, hey honey, I think you should try and kill people, and I'm like, no thanks. I love roleplay. It's my favorite part of D&D by far. It's just the feeling of being a burden. And can't wait to not be a burden one day. I feel like what would make the what's it called? I feel like what would make it easier. Sorry, my nose was itchy. Is if we had like a unifying goal. Because right now it's like I keep having to like bullshit ways for my character to like have a reason to stay with these guys. She's like, I'm like in my head I'm thinking about how her reactions would be, and it's like, okay, this guy killed children, I would probably leave. We get into like a sticky situation, and one of my other party members is a giant lion who's punching people and starting fights. She would probably not like that. I'm like, no! Why are you guys so horrible? Agnes is okay, I think. I guess Ramos is okay. Oh, you fuckers are all so goddamn violent! Everyone's so violent! My character's so kind, and no one here is kind. It's tricky. Lamar. Yeah. It's the kind of thing where it's like, oh god, we need an outside source to grab our skulls and knock our heads together and be like, go do this thing. And I'm like, well, I guess I have to be with these crazy guys. Is there more D&D? Yeah, we're on a break. I guess our current goal is get to do something that enables us to meet the big lady and then get a goodwill with her and then move on. Or I don't know. We'll see. I was wondering, hold on. I'm just gonna recheck my law. Where's my law? Detail. Oh, okay. Never mind. My backstory, I get given information. I don't have anything to seek out. Wow. We need to get the fuck out of here. This useless. This fucking town is useless. Complete dog shit. My goal, my journey does not involve this place. I gotta get schmoving. Where's my... Oh my god, I have yum yums. Hold on. I have a snack. One second, I'm just gonna grab it. What the fuck? Ow! I have bread that I got like 3 days ago and I forgot about it. How are you holding up bread? You haven't expired, have you? Greg's Sweet Treats. They say you can't buy happiness, but you can buy sweet treats, and that's pretty much the same thing. So true, Greg's. So fucking true. When's the best before? There's no best before. What the fuck? Interesting. Guys, I'm actually so sad right now because downstairs, my sister, like, okay, basically my mom is away for the, she's away to, she's on holiday for the weekend. She comes back on Monday. So my sister organized, like, a thing with her friends. She has, like, 8 friends that came over, and they're, like, playing board games and hanging out and stuff. And I'm literally just, like, I don't want to go downstairs because there's so many people in my kitchen. It's terrifying. I walked in there earlier, and there was 3 of them. And I'm like, do I say hi? Like, what do I do here? Ow.
When D&D.
Wouldn't you know? Right now, I think. Thank you, Kaja. Thank you. 78 months. Wow. Time flies. Anyway. I can't go downstairs. There's too many people. There's too many people. I'm locking myself in my room. I'm drinking minimal water to reduce peeing amounts. I refuse. I'm trying to eat this yum yum, and I can't get it out of the box. Oh. Alright. I got a bite. Man, I'm not socially anxious. I could talk to them. It's more like I just don't want to. I'm like, it's like a lazy thing. I don't want to go downstairs and get into some conversation like, hey, oh, you're my sister's friends. Wow, nice to meet you. Wow. Oh, what's your name? Oh, cool. Me, yeah, I'm whatever. I'm doing this right now. Oh, yeah. Question, answer, question, answer. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Cool, guys. You having fun? Good time? Bro, I can't be fucked. I cannot be fucked. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to be perceived. Hmm. This is my sacred home. I want to go downstairs. I want to pet my dogs. You know what the most fun thing about becoming a VTuber is? It's watching my follower count decline. I think I used to be at 47,000 or 46,000. And after I debuted and I changed my username, all the Doa fans were like, what the fuck's happened here? And they like unfollowed me. I lost like 1,000 instantly, I think. And then over the last like month and a bit, it's just been like trickling down more. We're 18 more lost followers away from going down to 44k. It's very hype. I mean, the follower count doesn't really mean anything because my viewer count doesn't change. But it's funny to watch it. It's like, because you know what's happened is someone's seen me on their sidebar and been like, what the fuck? And they click it and they're like, what the fuck is this? Why is there an anime girl playing D&D? What the fuck? And they just unfollow and close the page. And like knowing that that's happened like 2,000-ish times is really funny. Oh. Already? Pog. Pog.
Hello.
When D&D.
When
And
D&D.
D&D.
Hi. Ow. 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 Thanks, Leo.
You're welcome. Have to spend those charm points somehow. Yeah, you spend your day in town, but Nalia has a conversation with Bylethar, question mark?
I wanted to. I don't know if she's gone into hiding or anything.
No. I would be with you guys watching you disperse. I agreed to meet Agnes later to set up the tent for sleeping. Otherwise, I'm like, I don't have any plans.
Well, Nalia will walk to you and say, "May I have a word?"
Yeah, sure. I'll go with Nalia.
So, I know we haven't known each other for a long time, but I've been looking at you and your interactions with our group, and I have to ask:
Yeah.
do you actually want to harm the child, Tricky?
Do I actually want to harm the what?
Do you actually want to harm him,
Um,
Tricky?
um, I get visibly flustered. I don't really
Look,
know.
I get it. He killed a lot of people, a lot of children, and you don't like that. I don't think any one of us like that. But the moment you start killing someone, you're probably not going to stop. So I would stay on my toes if I were you.
I mean, I, I, I mean, I killed that lizard. You know, I understand when it's necessary. I think that's why I couldn't go through with it with Tricky, because it didn't feel necessary. I felt it was necessary. I felt like it was a good. It felt like I had to remove him. I just didn't. I don't know. I can't. It's hard. I don't know what to do. Nalia, what do you think about the whole thing?
I think you need to realize that there's people who enjoy doing this, there's people who really hate doing this, and there's people who either don't care or grow numb to it. And I don't think Tricky enjoys this. Like, I don't think he had fun um, killing the children at the camp. And while I understand you're upset, I think you're being too clouded by your anger and not not thinking straight. And you need to think for yourself if you're going to be the one who grows numb to it, or if you're just better off not killing anyone ever, in which case I suggest doing anything else, really. But if you do decide to grow numb to this, it's gonna take time and it's gonna hurt and it's gonna be a long road.
Is that how you are? You're just numb to it?
Yeah, in my case, I had no choice.
Why?
Well, you saw what happened with the guards when we talked to them at the... What's the name of the town again?
Divenstead?
Yeah, Divenstead. People, especially humans, are quick to judge by your looks. I guess you get that a lot too.
Yeah.
And unlike Tricky, I don't have any tricks up my sleeve to change my appearance, and people are quick to be afraid of me, or worse. So I've had to prove myself, sort of. And in the end, you just either overcome it or it kills you inside.
Mm.
So honestly, I'm really hoping it doesn't kill you inside, because you seem like a good person.
I try. Yeah, I don't know. It's just hard. It's a hard. I do understand. I understand I understand when the necessity comes in. Like I have I can't say why, but I have to keep traveling and probably going to keep getting into fights. I will endeavor to try and get better about it. It's just something I'm not used to, but through that, I would still like to keep. I will stay by my principles and my morals. I draw a line at killing innocent children, and the line shouldn't even be close to that. I feel, but I understand if we're sent to a mercenary base to wipe some guys out. I don't like it, but I understand, and I will try to be better.
You have morals, and I respect you for that. Don't worry, just give yourself time, and I pat her in the head.
Hat pats.
Want to see me punch someone in the face?
No, that
Well,
seems like needless violence.
it's kind of my job, so I do have to earn a living.
I mean, the punching bad guys in the face is cool, but I don't know. I didn't like it when you punched that guy in the face at Divin said.
Well, that guy insulted me and insulted you, so he had it coming.
I think he's just misguided.
Well, I hope my punch guided him to the right path then. But no, I meant punching someone in a performative way. I'm a gladiator after all.
Wow, really? Like
Yeah.
like you used to fight in arenas and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Ah.
I want to see you do that.
Well, I don't think there's an arena in this town, but if there is, I want to find out.
Yeah, consensual fighting is great. I'm sure.
Remember,
All about
guys,
consent here on Long Live Rhea.
remember, guys, consent is everything. Unless you're a racist god, I guess. Well, for now, I'll settle for some arm wrestling. I've been cargoing 2 lizards for 2 days. I'm a bit tired. But damn, I just want to see some guy scream in front of me. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay.
Are you two gonna arm wrestle?
Now I want
No.
to arm wrestle someone who's strong.
Yeah, I want to watch her wrestle someone who's strong.
I want to like repeat the same thing I did the first session, which is
Yeah.
enter the tavern, look for the strongest guy, arm wrestle him, and
You figure that he in this part of town, as I explained last session, which is a little bit wealthier because she lives here, blah blah blah. You're probably not going to find any, ruffian sailor kind of people. So you go more to the center of town, enter a tavern, and are like, anyone who can beat me at arm wrestle, blah 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 blah.
anyone beat me at arm wrestle, blah blah blah.
And then you arm wrestle someone and you beat them very handedly.
Okay, then by the power of by popular demand, I want to claim lodge for myself
That's fine.
for doing that.
Yeah, the barkeep says like if you entertain them a little bit, blah blah blah, you can sleep here, and you basically say everyone who wants to arm wrestle me, come here. The winner gets free drinks, and no one ever wins. So
Can I ask the bartender or whoever is in charge of this if I can trade the free drinks for a lodging for this one as well, and I point to Bylethal.
Oh no! I have to go sleep with Agnes.
Oh, then by all means, give me the beer.
Yeah, you're good. Don't worry
Hand
about
me
it.
the drinks. Okay, and see you tomorrow, Bylethal.
so Bylethal leaves, and the barkeep say, "Oh, tough luck with the ladies, huh?"
I have a lot of luck with these, and I point at the guy who's still recovering from the armors.
Oh, my arm.
That and drink is all I need.
Oh, fair enough.
And then I will do is I will stop and just go to bed and sleep until the next day.
So, Bylethal, you're alone in the streets of Gleamview, looking for
I don't like the beginning of that sentence. Yeah.
looking for your grandma,
Yeah.
who's going around shopping. Ramos has gone somewhere. No, Tricky's also
True.
gone. And you just think to yourself, contemplating your existence,
Uh-huh.
walking to town aimlessly, as you hear out of an open window like a scream, like, "Help! Help, my son! Help!"
Oh. 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 I'm coming. What do I recognize what building it's coming from? Can I
Yes, very
Okay.
clearly so.
I run up to the building and I try and open the door or not? I knock.
You
Hello?
knock, and as most doors are during the day, they're not locked, so the door just opens
Oh,
a little
really?
bit.
Lamau. Alright, I bust into the house and I look around.
You see a woman in her mid-30s, like kneeling on the floor in tears. She's like having some kind of episode, and she just like, my son is gone!" And she looks up, "Help me!
What do you mean gone?
He was taken. I remember I had a son." And she looks at you, and she like pleads at you, "I had a son!"
You had a son? Like what? What do you have any information? Where did he go? When did he leave? Why?
She is in like total shock, and she says, "Y- months ago they just took him. I just remembered."
They took him months ago? Oh, do I have any sort of perception or insight to like understand what is kind of happening with this woman?
You can roll perception to look at the surrounding, or insight to look into the state of mind of this woman.
Okay, I'll do insight. Or no, I'll do insight.
Nice. She seems genuinely distraught, and like she's so desperate. Her son is gone. She has no idea where she is, and she just realized
It's
for
okay.
some reason.
Okay. I'm gonna. Well, at the mention of months ago, I'm just going to approach her and say, "It's okay." And I'll like reach out like a friendly hand and see how she reacts.
She
Like,
grabs her hand, still like tears running down her face.
okay. I'll
I need to find him. I don't know where they took him.
I'll kneel beside her, like holding one of her hand, and use my other hand to like rub her back. Like, it's okay. I'm. If this happened a long time ago, then there's nothing we can do right now. But I'm sure there's something we can do to try and search for him. We can ask around.
They just took him, and I just let him, and I forgot, and now I remember.
Do-
It's,
Do you know who the people that took him were? Like what they look like?
she keeps crying and sobbing,
Oh no.
and that's where we end the session. We find out next session.
Oh what? We took a break just to end the session.
Oh, I wouldn't know what was
Jeez.
gonna happen.
That's okay.
All right. All right.
Sometimes we roll through the plot a little quicker or slower, or we just skip parts of the plot. And
What if I just punch the bed?
you can punch the bed.
Then we're all initiative?
No.
we avoided 8 fights. Yeah, that probably would have extended things.
It's fine. We did a good 3 hours. We did solid roleplay. It's all right.
It's fine. I'm gonna head out immediately though, because I got shit to do. But
Bye then.
GG, thanks for games. See you next time.
Hey.
When D&D.
Yeah.
When D&D?
When
Sorry,
D&D.
there wasn't any
Question.
fighting. I tried.
He tried to set up so many fights. The amount of times we moved into combat.
But also good roleplay. The next plot strand as the wizard regroups himself and Lady Merwin does things.
Okay.
Which we will find out next session, I'm sure. And how this all ties in together with the woman that just remembered she had a child.
Happens to me all the time.
All
Yeah.
that in the next episode of Shadows over Talderia.
Oh my god, I'm pogging.
I'd do a trailer, but I can't, so.
Do a trailer.
Okay, I gotta go. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, Kevin.
Bye.
Hey, hey.
Good game.
Good game.
Good game. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he hates us.
Well, now there's no DM, so I make the rules. I punch the bed.
I punch Kaja.
No, not me.
Yes, I go straight for you.
I think if there's anyone receiving punches, it's Kyle.
I don't even know.
What's up?
Oh, he's here. He's alive.
Sorry, I had to go step out. Oh wait, is it over?
Yeah.
Unlock.
I was like, how do I roll? I'll roll D20. I rolled 9 to hit.
You're all 90. Okay.
What's the AC of a human with no armor?
I
10?
think the average is 10.
I hit Tricky in the face. Nice.
Nice.
I wasn't even aiming for that.
I'm gonna roll to hit you.
Okay.
One hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, let's see what I
I'm
roll.
just saying, I really want to enact that. I really want to enact that concept I came up with wanting my character to be unlucky, where I benefit from low rolls and high rolls are bad for me, because I have not high rolled once in any of these sessions.
Yeah,
It's
but you're
actually
gonna start high
insane.
rolling.
Yeah, bro, you're right. 99% of gamblers quit right before they win big.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just keep at it. It can't be worse than my session yesterday where everyone rolled under 10 for the entire fucking session.
I think my only roll above 10 this whole session was my initiative once.
Yeah, I hit that nat 20 initiative and then never again.
You got robbed.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I was this close to kicking the half over in the chest.